This episode of Unboxing Thursdays contains packaging destruction, bouts of joy from unboxing, and high levels of toy buying enablement. Toying Around and D-Amazing are not responsible for any or all purchases you may make after viewing this stream. That's mostly on Darius. Viewer discretion is advised.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around. I am a toy collector, sometimes toy photographer, and sometimes toy reviewer. And this is Unboxing Thursdays. It's my weekly stream where it's a push for me to open toys. I got a big pile over there. I got a big pile of new stuff every week. And it's a push so I can open all these boxes and make space for more toys, which we all know and love. So I've been doing this week by week, inviting some friends in the community. We come on, we chat about different aspects of the hobby, collecting, toy photography, diorama building. So whether you're tuning in live right now or you're catching the replay later on, maybe you're on the way to work or you're putting your kids to bed, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here every week. Subscribe with notifications on so you'll know whenever I'm on, because I have amazing people that I chat with. And share this wherever you can. All of this goes towards helping the channel grow, and I appreciate you for all that. How do you guys feel about the new intro? I'm gonna put the person who cut the video together for me. I'm gonna put his details up later. But if you're just catching up, last week I had on the incredible Cheney 180 from the Toy Migos. He hopped on here. Then I went on to the Toy Migos stream, and that was awesome. Next week, February 11th, I have a mystery guest. I think I have some stuff to give away. There's going to be more details coming up the next week. I don't know if you saw my IG story, but I've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up for the channel this month. And I'm really, really excited to share it with everyone here. If you're new to the channel, if you watch every week, please, I'm at a loss for words. February 18th, I have the cast of the ACBA podcast, the whole crew going on. Today, my very special guest. He is your friendly neighborhood toy reviewer, toy poser extraordinaire, and the world's #1 spokesperson for staying hydrated. We have Mr. D-Amazing.
What's really good?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I saw that intro and I just laughed so hard.
I told you, there's a reason I told you to tune in and watch. I was hoping at least one person got a good laugh out of it.
Man, it made me holler with the laugh, and I was like, this is hilarious, because I'm like, it's probably definitely going to be on me, for real.
Okay, but it's not just the intro, because then you okay, that's a pretty funny warning.
Yeah.
And then whatever the Tiger King comes out with that quote.
I'm going to financially recover from this.
Which we all live by, toy collectors.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's cool. I mean, thank you for having me, for real. I normally don't show my face, so this is going to be a surprise to some people. While other people come yeah, we've seen it before. It's not a big deal, but it's cool. But more importantly, you can see Ichigo. He's here right now.
He's definitely a fan favorite. But yeah, I would like to thank you. I know you're a very busy person, and so you're taking time out of you got all your stuff that you do, and taking time out to talk even more toys. But I'm sure as we're doing this right now, there's somebody out there who's mad, saying why isn't he dropping a review for this? And Craig, that was just announced this and that.
Honestly, when you told me that I was gonna be on with you, I don't know if you can see this stack right here. This is stuff that either came in very recently or whatever, and I decided I wasn't gonna open it because we would open it together here. But what's crazy is I ain't gonna lie, I cheated because I opened up Peter B. Parker, and that was because I was too excited for that. I was too excited.
Well, here's the thing. I know you're a busy guy, and you were you're not one to wait to open your toys.
No, I don't.
So when you're no, I don't. I open my stuff right away. I'm not waiting for this. I was cool. I'm not gonna push you. You got your stuff to do. You have your own content to make. So I just kind of left it, and that's why I thought it was super cool when I made that post where someone asked me, who's somebody you've asked that you wanted on before you haven't had a chance to, and I tagged you. and you replied to that, I'm like, oh, that's super cool of you, man. So I'm honestly really appreciative that you're doing this. So thank you very much. I know
I'm a
you
fan.
have a very
How could I be a fan and not want to join in?
thank you. So we have, I know you're a busy dude, you got stuff to do, so we have a very limited time. So everyone who's in the chat here, I do appreciate you. I don't think I'm gonna have time to run through the list tonight, but I do see all the names.
Let's try though. Let's still try because we want to make the people happy. So let's try.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Win or lose, he is first. That Wrestling Hound is here. Soul 3000, Chamba. Berserk is Ronald Ramos. Yes, Chamba is the man.
Tell Chamba him, and it was funny to meet him in the streets of NYCC. Actually, he can hear me. It was funny to meet him in NYCC, and it's hilarious because it's like you see people's faces all the time, and you realize you're the widow because they don't recognize who you are.
Oh, okay. So in that situation, you were the weirdo. I'm sure that happens to you all the time.
No, it's true. I was the widow, and I'm sorry. But I told him straight up I loved his work, and it was good to see him. So
he's awesome, man. He's been here ever since he found out about this, and he's working. He does his work, and he's listening to this in the background. So I'm sure he heard your message.
I follow about everything. I think on Instagram is weird because lately Instagram has been making me unfollow people. So I'm gonna go back and refollow a ton of people. It's been weird. The more people I've been following lately, it's been unfollowing older people. So I don't like that.
That's very strange.
Like the other day, it made me unfollow my mother because she's one of the first people I followed. And now it's like,
wait, what do you mean it made you? Like it just did it for you, or it was like you have to unfollow someone?
I don't know what it was because my mother called me and was like, "Hey," like she was mad as hell. She's like, yeah, "Why'd you unfollow me on Instagram?" I'm like, like, what are you talking about, Ma? She's like, "You unfollowed me." It's like because she only had like 30 people following her. So when it went, she knew what was up.
All right. You know those people who like spam like and then they follow and then you follow and then once you follow back they don't follow. Maybe she thought that's what you were doing to her.
Well, she doesn't do that, thank God. But it was funny because like she knew because she went from 30 to 29 followers, and she looked and she's like, "My own son doesn't want to follow me." It's like, "Oh, you too big," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Fame getting to your head.
Obviously, it's not because I was so confused. I was like, "Mom, I'm sorry. I'm gonna refollow you. Let me just tell you that I'm sorry, and I'll visit you next chance I get. When this panorama is over."
Where is she? Well, actually, no, you don't have to reveal that. That's very personal. I do have a very generous super chat from Haunter Dreams here. He says, "New to the channel, new to the live stream. D brought me here. LOL. Also, I love D petting Ichigo like an evil villain. Yes, you are Blofeld from James Bond."
I'm okay with that because Ichigo is a big cat, so it makes me feel like Claw from Inspector Gadget. All I need is the metal hand. And
did you ever get that toy that revealed his face back in the day?
I didn't, but if I ever catch that, I'm probably gonna get it now as an older guy. Like, because I
want to Google it, but it seems like I'm cheating.
I think Googling will allow me to buy it because Google will pull up shopping in the thing, and I'm like, look, buy now. So I'm probably gonna do that.
Chad Kinsler with a very generous $2 super chat. Thank you. I think he missed a message, so I'm gonna try and catch that. What enables you? We're gonna get into how you enable. I mean, I'm sure you understand that when you do all these reviews, you influence a lot of people. Who enables you?
I've come to terms with enabling people. That's a tough question to answer, honestly, because there are a lot of people who enable it. Like recently, Mario, aka 796 Studios, has been enabling me because we have this thing going on where we'll talk about posing. I'll bring up an idea. He'll sketch out the idea and literally start building it. And I'm like, why would you do this? Because now I have to follow through and pay you. Like, why would you do this? So we've been enabling each other in like a circle. So it's like synergy. It's like, he gives me ideas, I give him ideas. Then I do this and he goes, okay, well, now I have this for you. And then next thing I know, I'm neck deep in a bunch of stuff. And it's like, I actually have something from him today that I'm going to unbox. So it's going to be a very jolly old good time.
That's actually really cool because me, him, High School Creations and Prime to the First have this really stupid game where we basically enable each other. And we're starting a joke where if you get someone else to buy something, I'm getting a point for every $1 that you spend, and then we're just like tallying it up.
Oh wait, if I join this game, can I get in on this? Well, actually, no.
You're like God tier. That doesn't count.
Let's not do that because I'm gonna indirectly do that, and that's not fair to you guys. Because I post way more, so that's not fair.
Absolutely. One of my friends said he's canceling his credit cards before watching tonight. So
wow, tell him I said I'm sorry, but I'll see him in 7 to 10 days though.
when he gets a new card.
I'll be ready. I'll have a video ready for him. Like, hey, this is for the guy who canceled his cards. I just want you to know I got that brand new blah 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 blah.
Exactly. So I'm not even gonna go through. Well, actually, you know what? I would like you to do an introduction for yourself. You know, I'm sure everyone already knows you, but what do you want to say? You review toys, your cats.
Hi, my name is Darius, but you already know that. I love my cats. I love my wife. I absolutely love Spider-Man and Kamen Rider Cougar because it's right here in the background. But more importantly, you may know me because I review things. But I'm not a reviewer. But I'm not a reviewer. I'm a photographer who happens to review things. But I think that's about it. I mean, yeah, like, let's be real. I think that people just like my videos because my voice is cool, I guess, during the video. I've been hearing that a lot lately, that I'm like the Bob Ross of this. Which, like, honestly, I find that very flattering, and I don't think I deserve that because Bob Ross is he's truly God tier. That guy could make you dedicated to really painting trees, and it was something that I really do look up to. So when people say that, I take it as a very high compliment. So that's pretty cool. But I think it's just a matter of being chill and presenting something in a way that you know that people will understand you, and that's hard because a lot of times today people are committed to misunderstanding you. So I try to put it in a way where even if I can't explain it to you, you can feel what I'm doing, the motion of what I'm doing. It will be understood, and the movement is a language that we can all universally understand. So I'm hoping that we can all get down with.
I respect that, man. Other people who are still here: Uncanny Assassin, Omar Vasquez, Cosmic Figs, Monkey 29 DNA. Dude, there's a lot. There's 100 people, 105 watching right now.
There's 105.
Yeah.
Tell them all I said. Well, they know. Hi, guys.
You don't have to.
Look, I'm not used to this.
They're live, bro. Yeah, man, this is all good.
I'm really not used to this anymore. Like, I used to go live all the time, but I had to stop going live just so I can make time to do all the things that I'm doing. Because it's weird. Like, I'm working more now that I'm jobless than I was when I had a job. And that's because I have to take on more freelance work to make ends meet. So it's been crazy.
Yeah. It's how has this pandemic what have you been doing to keep yourself sane other than the toy stuff? What do you do to decompress from all the toy stuff?
A lot of weightlifting and a lot of video games with friends.
Are gyms still open?
In New York, they've just opened recently, but I won't go.
Right. Do you have your own weights?
I have weights at home. I have weights gifted from my friend Patrick because he's a bodybuilder. Well, he's a former bodybuilder. He actually hurt himself back in 2018. So he gifted me with a ton of weight sets because he can't use them anymore. So I have weights up in the attic. Yeah. Oh man,
because the price shot up here like per pound. It went from like $1 per pound when you buy weights to like $4 to $5 when people are just buying them up when stores restock and they resell weights of all things.
Yeah. Well, so I wouldn't. Reselling weights is tough right now in the middle of a pandemic because some people don't clean their weights, and it's tough. Because all it takes is one person not clean their equipment properly, and you got an outbreak.
Yeah, man. It's that's another thing that us collectors have to deal with. People flipping up the price.
Yeah, scalping is across the board now. Like, it's not just sneakers and toys anymore; it's everything.
I heard they flip computer parts too. I know some friends are like suggesting that I build a new computer, and they're like, oh, but you're gonna need this, and you're gonna have to find a video card that they might drive up the price on. So it's crazy.
It's crazy how everything is a shortage now because nothing can be manufactured full time anymore. That's really it's something that's very complicated and easy all at once. Like, it's basic supply and demand, but then who's really causing the supply and who's really causing the demand? Is it faked? Is it like one of those things where, I don't know. We don't know yet. At least not yet. Two Legends, thanks Butterman for the streams. Oh, you're Butterman. I forgot about that.
But did you have something? I thought you were looking for something. Yeah. No, the butter. Yeah.
He's leaving the room and coming back in the room, so it's funny. Because Ichigo goes, because this is the most I'm talking out loud. At home, I'm actually very quiet. Even when I'm doing, even when I'm doing videos, like the room door is closed, but I want my wife she wants to sing and play music, and that's okay. But it's funny because he'll hear my voice and he'll follow it. So I'm leaving the door open for him. So he's just going back and forth.
Well, Omar Vasquez, thank you very much for the super chat. Butterman for these streams. Look, like I said in the beginning, we're just hanging out. Darius was like, oh, he's worried, like, what kind of format, what can I do, this and that. Do whatever you want, man. If you want me to tell Chamba your message, I will still do that for you, even though he can't hear you. But I do.
Sorry, but in advance, I still love you.
So we should probably show the people what kind of toys you have to open this week. You're the guest, so please do go ahead and go through that super pile. And honestly, I do appreciate the fact that you kept these in box, even if you pretended and put them back in the box. I'm just gonna.
Oh no, dude! All of this is all just came in between yesterday and today, and then literally, a very nice person, Saturn Cores, is gifting me with some stuff. That box literally just came in right before the stream, so I literally
that's the best feeling.
So yeah, I literally have this box to open, which just came in, and then right here in this pile, right? So these I got from Crashbox is the red Transformers. I haven't got any of these and haven't opened any of these. So I have these three. If you guys can see them, there we go. There's these three. And
big shout outs to AI's Collectibles for the super chat. Thank you very much.
Then we have this that I got it from Hasbro Pulse, which is Hot Rod 86 series, Studio series. We have Bardock, which I've been waiting to open this for like a couple weeks. So we have Bardock. So funny story about these two though. The Kaneko Man line, I actually collected all of these, but when Ichigo needed his surgery, I sold my entire line. So I've been slowly getting these back in. So there's these two.
Right.
Ultraman Z, Alpha Edge. Got to get my Ultraman on. So you already saw Peter Parker. This is my second one. We have Black Manta. It's hard.
That guy's cool.
Yeah, I like Black Manta. I'm really looking forward to this. Infinity War, Battle for Titan, Doctor Strange. This is a really big pile, I realize. So my bad, yo. Actually, it's funny because I've actually had this already, but I'm getting it back. So there's this. There's the Robot Spirits Ava 01. And then actually this weapon set for it just came out as well too. It actually came out a month ago in Japan, but I waited for the US release.
All right.
And last but not least, the Dyna Action Ava 01. I've been waiting to open it.
It's huge.
It really is.
So,
yeah, it actually. Oh, they even show you what's on here. So I didn't even know that. So we actually have all of this. And as you know, there's the box from Saturn's Core as well too. So there's actually a ton of stuff to open. And I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna cover it in an hour. That's why I'm like, let's try to get as much as we can going, and we'll do what we can. Even if I don't open up everything, I want to open up a ton of stuff with you on camera because it's fun.
Which one are you most excited for? Go ahead.
All right, let's get to it.
Why don't you? I'm kind of. I'm not really into that world. Can you give us give me and other people who may not be familiar with this toy, a little backstory?
So,
because you are like a wealth of knowledge.
Let's be real,
on top of everything that you do.
I'm gonna be honest though. Even if I tried to explain Ava, I couldn't explain Ava. I like Ava. Ava is not really explainable. Even if somebody tries to, don't let them lie to you. The series
really
because the series has been rebooted a few times. So basically, it's a mecha anime from a guy who was really sad. I'm gonna put it in layman's terms. This is literally getting down to the simple stuff.
Perfect. I love layman's terms. People say it to me all the time.
Oh, hey Riley. So Riley's here now. I don't know if you guys can see him. So
yeah.
Ava is literally. Oh, hi.
Big shout out to the 80s baby. He says mad love to D for all that he does, and shout out to the man of many talents, Kev. Thank you.
It's true. You are
Dario.
Talents.
I'm a jack of all trades, kind of.
I'm 100% here for that. Ava is about stopping angels from destroying the planet, so a boy has to get in a robot. The robot happens to be the spirit of his mother contained in a robot, and his father's a jerk.
Just to throw that in there.
No, that's a pivotal plot point. His father's a jerk. And boy likes girl, boy gets rejected by girl, may or may not end the world because of his own feelings. That's the whole anime.
Oh, okay.
But the robot fights are awesome.
Game Guru 11 says, "Hey D, that's not water."
But I have my water cup here. I'm trying to be versatile, dog.
Here we go. Cheers. I got my Blue Jays bottle.
Yeah.
Everyone, hydrate.
Yeah. I got my water cup. So, oh wow,
This is my first bottle of water today.
Whoop. So it's really weird to unbox things because I've never had to do this on camera with other people.
Right.
So I can't even fit it all because like this is so much to fit into a camera. So let's get straight to it.
Yeah, while you're opening that, what other names before you settled on D Amazing? What were some other options that you had up on the board?
What do you mean?
Were there other names that you thought of?
Who, me? I never saw his name.
How did this come about?
Instead of the, it's D Amazing. That's it.
Okay.
That was literally it. And I was like, I'm going with that.
Okay, nice and simple. I was thinking maybe did you ever consider like D Astonishing or Spectacular?
You know,
other different Spider-Man titles.
It doesn't roll off the mouth as well as you would like it to, and I just didn't think about it that way, so I just like screw it.
See, I was thinking that way too, but then I'm like, your name is so established. Are we just unable to see it in any other way? You know, you've just been hearing it so much.
I mean, it's weird because I'm from the hood, so no one there calls me D Amazing. My name is Rambo for everyone else. So it's a very weird. Oh, this is actually really nice. Wow. Oh shit.
How much is this?
If you had pre-ordered it, I believe it was $200.
All right, I think Mario's down 200 right now.
Like, this is really, really nice. Ooh, wow. And it has die cast. Woo! Yeah, I gotta make sure it faces y'all. So my bad, y'all. My bad. But yeah.
It's a new review, but the camera's on the other side now, kind of.
Straight out the box. Straight out of the box. It can pose. Let's see if you can get the rider kick, because they actually do that in the show. So, yep, it has ab crunch. That's one. Oh, waist swivel too. Yeah, this is nice. So,
oh wow.
So that means I can also get the running pose. So let's actually swap the arms. Let's not Naruto. If you want a Naruto run, confirmed you can Naruto run with Ava. So. But if you want to get any of the running poses, it can easily do any running pose. It's big, it has die cast, and if you legitimately want to compare it, you would have to worry about those tight joints right in here, but connecting to the die cast, everything about this is actually right out the box really fucking nice. Oh shit.
So
try not to curse. I'm trying not to be that person.
Oh, you can do that.
Oh really? I could be me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
no,
man.
I told you. We're just chilling. That's it.
I totally forgot.
There's no restrictions.
It's so hard to not fucking curse. Oh Lord Jesus. But yeah, out the box, this thing is gigantic. Presentation is awesome. Oh, mouth opens too. All right, mouth opens too. So this is, you can't even call it 1/6 scale. It's actually a little bigger than 1/6 scale.
But it's huge.
Yeah. If we're talking about in terms of robot scale, normally you get like the 1/144 scale. So I'm gonna assume this is it's 1/100 scale if we're doing it right. But this was a great first, because this is a brand new line called the Dyna Action. They actually just launched Ultraman yesterday. So this is a 112 Mezco next to it, and it's so yeah. So no, this wouldn't even be 1/100 because humans should be able to fit in the back very tiny. So this is, I don't know what kind of scale you would even call this, but I really like it.
Yeah, Mario already said he's buying it, I'm pretty sure.
If Mario is in here, if Mario's watching, just know that he's in trouble. He is in a lot of trouble. But yeah, this out the box, I can honestly say this is amazing. I'm glad I was able to secure one, because I wanted to cancel my pre-order, but I couldn't. So it worked out. I couldn't cancel it because they wouldn't let me. More importantly, I'm glad it was delayed just by a month, so I was able to get it. So yeah, this is out the box. This is dope. I'm just gonna leave the box lying around. I don't even care. Let's actually, speaking of Mario, let's open up Mario's box because I want to see this special thing that he sent me in a very
I'm interested in that too.
Yeah, I'm very interested in that, so I want to put that away. And let's open up Mario's box.
So the reason, another one of the reasons I wanted to have you on and to chat with you is you've always been, you know, as big as you are with the big following and all that stuff, you've always been very helpful and open to me when I contacted you about different things. You're cool to talk about stuff. And aside from influencing all these people to buy stuff with the reviews that you do and pictures and the dope posing, right? Which is what sells all this stuff when people look at it. You mentioned something the other day, last week, which brought your enabler status to a whole new level for me, where you're like, okay, I buy stuff that I don't normally buy just so I can experience it.
That's
So
true.
that you've experienced it, so that, and you said to me, how can I be an expert in my field if I haven't experienced everything? If you're reviewing one toy, you can't just be like, okay, well, this is my opinion or this based on all that I know, which is this amount. So now you're buying stuff and expanding, broadening that horizon, right? Broadening your knowledge, and so you can give more input when you do a review. And then you're like, well, I buy all this stuff. If I don't like it, I sell it. And you always have stuff to sell, but you'll always buy stuff that you're not maybe like specifically into or
Yeah.
collect, so you can experience it.
Well, yeah, because all right. So a couple years ago, well, actually, it's more than that. Back in what is it, 2021? So back in 2014, which is God knows how long ago now. I can't do math right now. Is I said something in a video, and this is back when I was not big, so it was really fun. I was able to respond to people.
Yeah.
Someone said something to me, and it stuck with me for a very long time. And this is because my mindset was completely different then, back in 2014. And this person said, why can you diss something if you've never had it in hand, you've never touched it, never played with it, but you say that you don't like it? And I went, that's a fair assessment. And because of that, I wanted to reevaluate everything I did from that point on, where it was, how can I talk about something if I've never had it in my hand? That's why my new policy, well, it's not new now, but back then my policy was, if I don't have it in hand, I don't talk about it. If I have never had it, I don't talk ill about it. It's one of those things where I can't speak on something I don't have or an experience that I don't have. And I apply that towards a lot of other things in life, and I've started to see things a lot differently. I can't just outright go, oh, that toy looks trash. I can't mess with that. I don't do that anymore. I literally go, you know what? I'm going to try one. If I like it, I'll continue. If I don't, no harm, no foul. Because you know what?
Right.
I have my experience in it. If something changes in the line or the line grows and becomes better, somebody will tell me and I'll go, you know what? I'll give it a second try. Guess what? It gets better. I go, oh, you know what? I didn't like it before, but I like it now. You're allowed to change your mind because you've gathered new information. You may feel different. You may have gotten older and had a different experience. These are things that you have to factor into not just toys, but life in general.
Yeah,
because
sure.
The things you like now, you may not like later. For instance, some people never gonna like vegetables. Fine, you never like vegetables, but if you didn't like them as a kid, but then you like them as an adult, you change the experience because you tried it again later as an adult. The same should apply towards everything else. Yeah, I mean that's just how I feel.
No, and it did kind of like it was kind of an epiphanal moment for me. But then at the same time, I'm like, great, now this guy's got me buying stuff I don't even want anymore. Like I don't not even. So I'm here, I'm looking at toy sites and I'm looking at different lines and I'm like, he's got a good point. Now I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, he's just enabling me. It's like a game of chess. It's just a whole different level.
So it didn't make it in one piece, unfortunately, Mario, because I know you're out there watching. So I'm gonna re-glue these parts, but I actually have a custom-made bike for Mario. This was something that we agreed on design-wise and paint job-wise, because Mario could do all that cool stuff. I don't know if everybody can see this.
Is this something he posted?
Yes, he posted very recently. This is what I talked about with the synergy. I had an idea. I showed him a bunch of pictures. Mario got inspired to make it, and then decided I had to buy it, so I did. So this part didn't make it. I'm gonna have to re-glue this, but for the most part, I don't know if you guys can see the immaculate paint job he did. But I'm going to pop the custom me on it when I'm done, and we're going to take a ton of pictures and have a good old time with that. So I'm going to put this to the side because that needs to recuperate and get some new life, and I will make sure that I give it that. There's actually one small part missing. So I will revisit that later. And it sucks because I wanted to be able to play with that on camera with you guys, but we're not going to be able to.
Well, it's a very nice paint job and custom. So if you guys go to 796 Studios on Instagram and see the high res pictures there, he's a very talented poser and photographer as well. So check that out. The Henny is out. So Darius is going to take wet his whistle. Yep. I'm going to show you what I have this week. I've showed this before. I bought this before. I haven't opened it yet. Today is the perfect day as you are. I showed this. This is the Psycho Rangers. You will undoubtedly school me on the
Psycho Rangers.
Beautiful. Transcends all language with one language. I also grabbed this King Sphinx, which I'm pretty stoked about. You have?
Yeah, I have. I reviewed him, I think. Yeah, I reviewed him.
Did I watch? Yeah. You do put a lot of reviews. And the thing is, you'll drop 3, 4 at a time.
It's weird that people think that I don't do that regularly. I've been dropping like 5 videos at a time regularly for years. I've only started slowing down.
which is crazy.
I'm slowing down because there's a lot going on in life. So actually, you know what? I forgot to show y'all this, but I also have some motherfucking plunderlings. And now, let me tell you, I opened up one of these, and I fucking love this thing.
Yeah, like
it's hard to explain why I love these things. It's kind of like how I approach Meowscles. I didn't know what I was getting into, but these things are fucking enjoyable, yo. Like, you gotta understand. Like, actually, hold up.
I got mine right here.
I have one right here too. And like, look at this guy. He looks like a hole pain in your ass. Like, this reminds me of my cat Riley. Because
I think that's one of the things that they wanted to stress. It's the look of mischief on the eyes, the big smile, and the little body. Like,
and then I didn't even know because I'm like, how does this thing stick on? And then it's fucking magnets. So
yep.
Also, it's funny because the plunderling butt is it's shaped there, and I'm like, where did that even come from? Like, but it's adorable in the way that
it's exactly just that single piece, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's funny because now I can do little poses where he's like mooning you, and it looks funny and not like rude. So these things are fucking. It's weird.
Someone logging in right now is just going to see a pair of plunderling cheeks on the screen. Like, what are these fools doing?
They're called plunder cheeks, okay?
Plundering those cheeks.
Plunder cheeks. But I mean, look, things are even posable because it's like just right out the gate, just posing. Look at me.
Yeah.
So
and you collect mythic legions, and you can use all of those weapons on their hands too. Like they fit in.
Oh, they hold legions? What? I didn't even get a chance to test out any of that because I've been like doing so much other stuff. But I will say this: when they do another Kickstarter, I'm 100% in. These things are fucking fun. Fuck. And it's hard to put these down because I've even put them on top of Riley and made Riley like ride with them. These things are fun. If you just like fun, stupid shit, this is 100% full-blown mischief on level of Meowscles, in my opinion. I think
it's hard to be a toy collector and not like these just because they're so much fun. If you don't want to buy something that's fun, like, what is this all about? Why are we collecting all these things?
I don't think that's fair because there are some people who consider themselves a serious collector. Where it's like, okay, I'm only going to collect statues and I appreciate the beauty and the art of it. And that's their serious level of it. Like, I look, I didn't mean
to sound so sophisticated.
But you see what I'm saying? It's like being a curator because now your home becomes a museum. Really, let's be real.
Right.
So you want the sophisticated sound that comes with it. It's like, no, I don't believe in posable action figures because. But you see what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
It's weird because it is a certain level of snob, but it does come with that of being a high-end statue collector.
Does this person wear a monocle in your mind? They
do actually wear a monocle.
So it's Mr. Peanut.
But it's on the left-hand side, not the right-hand side, to let you know that they're not evil.
Oh, is that a thing?
It's a trope. It is.
Oh, okay. That's another thing.
In the past, that would be how you can reveal who was the good or bad guy, depending on what side they left the monocle on.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that was a...
I watch a lot of old movies.
That's another thing. You seem to be a guy who knows not just a lot about toys, but like a lot of stuff. Just general, like I'm sitting there. I did an IG live in my garage, and I wanted to have the cigar. And you hopped on real quick. And you're like, and then you had all this knowledge about, cigars and all that stuff too. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that about you, which is, it's a lot of interesting stuff.
It's really funny that when you live a life that originally should have gotten you killed, turns out to be it's very knowledgeable when you get to live through it. To be honest, and it's funny because you're like. Some people don't like me. I didn't have a choice in living that certain type of life. I'm like I said, I'm from the hood. But then you get to a certain age where you have to make a conscious choice to go, what am I doing with my life? Can I actually do better? And I chose to do better. So I did. And that's not to say where I come from, everybody's bad. That's not it. It's just you have to learn things at a particular age because it was based on my race, my location, and where I was. That's it. So I learned better. I learned to just do better. But in doing so, sometimes I got in situations that I was just like, how the hell do I end up here? Like sometimes I wonder like how to end up at a party where I'm like, all right, why am I at a party with celebrities? How the hell did I get here? Or why am I at a smoke shop smoking with a total stranger? You know what I mean? I live in New York City, don't question it. But these are the kind of things that living in New York you live these kind of life. Like there was one time. And most New Yorkers, if you're from New York, you know exactly the kind of thing I'm going to tell. We were at the skate key, right? And if you're from New York, you know what a skate key is. And we got straight up mugged. I was like 17. We got mugged. So instead of hopping the train because there was a fight and somebody got shot at the skate key, we had to walk home because there was a gang actually after us. So we walked home from the Bronx to Brooklyn until we can, be safe. So we knew we were safe. So it's like some warrior shit that happened in your life. And it's hard for you to kind of tell that story without being like, nah, that didn't happen. But if you're from New York, you're like, that's kind of possible. So you live this weird life. You just do.
I think I'm going to leave that to the people from New York in the chat, but I'm sure they're with you on that one.
Well, once I mention Skate Key, they'll probably know.
Skate Key?
The Skate Key. It's in the Bronx.
All right. Oh, a lot of people schooling me on stuff every week, and I love it. I feel like I'm just absorbing knowledge as we go. I'm opening this King Sphinx.
Do it, dog. Hey, this Black Manta is like fucking smooth. Like holy shit.
How long has that been? Well, like when was it announced?
Oh man, this thing should have been out. Between him, Mera, Superman, Peter B. Parker, and all the stuff that's coming out now. This guy should have at least been August of 2019. Now it's like 2020. So 2021 actually. But so the plastic on this feels completely different from every other Mafex that I've ever had. It's a soft kind of plastic. The eye visor actually has light piping. So it's reflecting light a certain way. I don't know if you guys can see that. The head articulation is spot fucking on. Like it's there.
There you go.
I don't know if you see it reflecting light the way it does, but it's brighter when it's in light, and dog. You should get a heat gun and heat that up because you're gonna want to pop those wings in with a heat gun.
Oh, I already forced one in. It's a little bit soft. I'll order a heat gun off Amazon. There's going to be two things that's trending on Amazon after the stream. It's going to be heat gun and monocles.
Monocles are dope, dog. Monocles are fucking. You get that 7 and you can play GoldenEye for days.
Oh, GoldenEye. So when you play, you said when you de-stress, you play video games with your friends. What are you playing?
I usually bust all their ass in Mario Kart.
Oh, okay. Switch Mario Kart, or you go old school?
We can do anything. I'll bust your ass, Kev. Come on, get on.
I wasn't looking for a challenge. It was just making conversation. How did this turn into? Okay, let's do it. I'll play on Switch.
Listen,
you can hop on Call of Duty later with me and CJ.
Mario Kart, dog. You gonna catch these proverbial hands.
I bought a Switch. I haven't played. The only reason I kept the Switch is because I hope that one day when my kids are old enough, I can play Mario Kart with them.
Oh, dog, they will. All you gotta do is get them to play long enough. But yeah, this Black Manta is the fucking truth, dog. Like
it just kind of sucks. It's so delayed. Like is that
takes away the fun? I won't lie. It does take away the fun. But there's a big pressure on people that review, and I don't think that's fair to review any of them. That like we're expected to still review stuff, even if we've lost interest, even if we don't feel like it. And it's like even if you think you're being nice about it and you're like, hey man, no rush, sometimes it comes off as very insensitive, especially when I told people I don't have a fucking job. Just because I'm not working doesn't mean my ass can review things 24/7.
For sure.
But some people forget that part. Let's be real. And you know what? I don't blame them on that part because it's easy to forget. It's not like I reveal my personal life. But at the very same time, it's like, hey, maybe I don't fucking feel like reviewing that right now.
Yeah, with the some people just forget when you're on the other side of the computer screen. It's an actual human being on the other side. They don't care. It's gotten worse.
Well, that's the human condition about you're supposed to be selfish to preserve your own life. But this is entertainment, so it's different. And I think people should understand that. This is not one of those things where it's like, all right, well, my entertainment is survival now. It's like, no, it's really not. So, you know, get up on it, y'all. Be a little better.
Be a little better.
These motherfucking thrusters, man. Like, this Black Manta is the fucking truth. Like, it has side-to-side swivel. So you can swivel side to side. You have your head articulation. Double joints too, by the way, so you ain't got to worry about none of that armor getting away. And bicep swivel. So that means
I hope everyone's watching right now because this is a free review.
It is a free review. Like, look, first of all, Black Manta gonna bust your ass with this kind of pose. Like, this is straight up. I can pose in the water, move around freely. There's gonna be a gap though, right here, because you can use that drop down leg method, which will actually now you see that I've turned this way. I don't know why I'm fucking around, but you can see here with the drop down leg method, there will be a gap. Riley's gonna try to pass by, so I'm gonna let him pass, and then we'll move on to the next one. Oh, actually, he's just circling because he's gonna go back to sleep. He's actually behind the computer right now. But yeah, we're just gonna keep moving on to the next thing. I don't want to dwell on anything too long.
Laser Pants is in the house. We did a trade. He's got a NECA 2-pack Splinter and Baxter Stockman on the way to me. So shout out to Laser Pants.
What's up?
That's not out here in Canada, so I'm super excited about that.
I didn't even do anything with it, and I should have. I always feel bad about the NECA turtle stuff. I collect it because I'm a fan, but it's weird because I don't review it or take any photos. And then people will be like, hey, I didn't know you collect these. I'm like, it's very difficult to share.
That's the thing.
It's very difficult to share everything that you collect because you don't want to come off as a snob saying, hey, man, I got that already. I got all of this. You know, you don't want to fucking be that guy. I definitely don't want to be that guy because I understand how that seems perception wise, where it's like, hey, like, don't be an asshole. Like, we know that you have everything already. So instead, I just be like, let me be in my own little world. Let me chill the fuck out, you know?
Yeah, when you posted that picture earlier of the Michelangelo saying, we're on tonight, I'm like, I don't recall you posting like anything with turtles. So, and I love turtles and I love that line. So I thought that was the perfect photo. So thank you for that. Gross Fidelity, thank you for the super chat. He says, so now I think Kevin should be included on that Last Dragon stream when it happens. Last Dragon stream when it happens.
Gross Fidelity has a point. So Kevin, I'm inviting you. So what we're gonna do is it's gonna be me, it's gonna be Justin Hernandez, now you, and Unparalleled Universe. And what we're going to do is we are going to watch The Last Dragon with the people because some people haven't seen The Last Dragon, and it's one of the greatest movies ever because Shonuff is the fucking man. Have you ever seen The Last Dragon?
I think it's good that you invited me because I have never seen it.
See, no. See, this is why it makes it even better now because you're gonna get.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Well,
this.
Well, we said we were gonna do it, and it's hard because our schedules haven't really synced up. But I really want to fucking do it. Like Gross Fidelity reminds me because it never leaves the front of my brain because it never even reaches the back. No, seriously, because I'm always like, I want to fucking watch this movie because I want people to know. Like, I'll actually show my face the whole time. Like, hey, this is my fucking reaction. So it's very fucking funny because I love that movie, and I'm a big DeBarge fan, not just of the singer, but the entire family of singers, DeBarge. And The Rhythm of the Night is the fucking jam. So when you play that song to beating somebody's ass, it's just great.
All right, I'm down. Darth Clueless says, Shonuff is the man. Thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Darth Clueless knows what's up. Shonuff is the man. And now I want a Shonuff custom. They just remind me I wanted one.
I have no idea what's going on.
Proof that you need to watch the movie.
There's a lot of movies that I haven't.
Today we're gonna treat everybody because I don't review Dragon Ball anymore. But we're gonna open up Bardock and play with Bardock on camera.
Is there a reason for this?
I'm tired of reviewing Dragon Ball.
Okay, that's fair.
It's not like it's any different. Let's be real. You know, you get all right. So here's the thing about the Dragon Ball line. Outside of the fandom, which I'm not going to talk about because every fandom has that now, and it's unfair to just be like it's Dragon Ball fandom. But with Dragon Ball, I got tired of reviewing Goku's.
Okay.
No, let's be real. Like, if I wanted views, I could review Marvel Legends, Dragon Ball Z, and any popular trending item there is right now, and always get views.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm not doing this for views. I'm not, because
Right.
I would just fill it with Marvel Legends photos, because I know that's the popular thing that will always get me views, and it's very difficult to continue with this high profile thing that's always trending without getting the crazy part of any fandom. That's the tough part.
Okay.
And I got tired of that. I got tired of it. It wasn't worth the views, and it wasn't worth the hassle. I'm always gonna choose peace over nonsense.
I think this might be a quote from this movie because I have no idea what the context here. From the 80s, baby. Thank you very much.
You got the glow. All right, so it is indeed a quote.
What year did this movie come out?
It was in the 80s.
Okay, so in the 80s, I like didn't even know English yet. So when I came to Canada, like I had nobody to tell me, hey, go check this movie. And ever since then, like I don't know. I just went with whatever was coming after that.
All right.
So yeah, I'm down to go back and
we are indeed going to watch this movie, bro. Like we're gonna get this together. We're gonna really do this. All right. So I was worried that this would have the arm issue that everyone spoke about. That does not seem to be the case online for Bardock. All right. If we're talking out the gate, Bardock seems to have a slightly new joint system right here in the midsection. As far as our ab crunch goes, mine's actually pretty loose. Works pretty well. We have our side armor. I can honestly say, even if I'm tired of reviewing Goku's, this is a solid piece. There's no lie here. So the Bardock is indeed a nice piece. It's weird that his tail only comes wrapped and they don't give you a separate tail piece. I will say, though, if you have a Vegeta Scouter, you should try modding this if it's possible to take it out. But it doesn't seem to be that way with him because they've actually glued the entire piece around him. So it's more like a belt than anything else. So this is indeed a belt that they've glued all the way around.
I do like Bardock, but I think I bought the Dragon Stars version, I think before this came out, and I'm like, I don't need to spend that kind of money on a Bardock for the collection. I'm kind of phasing out Dragon Ball myself.
Yeah, I mean, I sold almost all of my Dragon Ball. I think I only kept Gogeta, Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, and a Gohan. And I think everything else is like I'm slowly trying to get rid of. But it's so difficult because I don't want to sell it at crazy premium, but I also don't want a ton of people hitting me up like, why am I selling it so cheap? And because you'll get that. Like, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Why did you sell it so cheap?
Adam Van Wickler, our friendly neighborhood playing with myself. He says, "Where can I get one of those hoodie hats?"
You mean my do-rag? It is a cultural phenomenon, and I'll bring you one next time I see you in Cali.
Oh my god!
Because you know what's funny? Every time I visit Cali, I can never get do-rags. I've gone to the hood, and like I go to the beauty supply store, and they're always out of do-rag. So I'm like, who the hell's buying up all the goddamn do-rags in LA? So that's actually
maybe it's Adam.
Adam doesn't have do-rags there, but I'm gonna make sure he does now. So yeah, Bardock Bardock has actually extended range of motion in the hip.
What kind of accessories does he have?
Not much, but they do give you his energy ball effect. They give you a dedicated hand for that. And weirdly enough, they give you this tiny, tiny piece right here. And I don't know what the hell this is for because I didn't read the instructions. Oh, they give him an ear. This is his ear.
Oh, you take the
Scouter off, which is pretty cool. I like that.
That's pretty cool.
So you
don't really have to do that.
Yeah. So headband.
I do like Bardock. He's awesome.
I like the coloring, but I know some people are gonna debate the coloring because they don't want OVA coloring or special coloring or shading or anything like that. You know how people are. It has to have shading if it's in Dragon Ball, even though in the manga it's black and white. So it doesn't even matter.
Right. We are at 114 people. Thank you everyone for coming out today. We're at 50 is it 58 likes on the video. I'm very excited also for my guest for next week. I think if we hit 100 likes, I'm definitely going to let everybody know who the guest is. In the meantime, I did pick up this SPD Omega Ranger with the unicycle because it's on clearance on Amazon.ca.
I really like that figure. You should open that one. I really like that figure.
It is open. It is ready. It's on the table. So I bought a webcam so that I could get a different angle on the table with the toys.
Yeah.
But the microphone kept giving me feedback on that mic, so it was giving me a lot of troubles, and we were starting, so I didn't want to. I don't want to mess with everything.
Got too excited and you breathe too hard.
That's me when I'm playing Call of Duty. Someone's like, "Get that mic out of your mouth," and I'm going like this.
Is this you all the time with the mic?
Yeah.
Do you run like? Are you one of those guys who breathe when your guy's breathing really hard in the game?
No, I don't even notice that.
Dog, I experienced that so much with some people. It's crazy. It's like, why are you running with your character? It's like
crazy.
You shouldn't focus that hard.
Yo, one thing that people the last few days has been going crazy over, including myself, is this Mezco Asia Goal exclusive Krieg Blood Force.
Yo, who took those photos?
I don't know. Some guy who's got like crazy dios and we were talking about this and
Actually, that's my favorite one. I like that photo a lot. I just like the framing of that one.
Do you take all of these and then you pre-crop them?
No.
To know that they're in the square?
No. That is not part of my job or part of any of my expertise. I could, when I honestly tell you I don't know how to edit, I mean that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't mean right like, yeah, you don't. I mean like, okay, yeah, you told me that before. But
no, it's funny because it's one of those things I constantly have to tell people. Where they're like, hey man, did you crop this perfectly? I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So I frame it perfectly.
CJ says he breathes hard. And damn it, man.
Yes, he got you to read it. No, finish that. Finish that. I knew somebody was gonna do it.
My boy DK says playing with Darth Vader so many times with you. Yeah. I kill somebody, I'm like, yeah, I'm your father. But
oh, that's hilarious.
How you took these photos, so it's safe.
I did take them.
Yeah. How did you are you able to give us your opinion? Do you like this figure? Do you like this design?
Honestly, yeah, I do. But
okay,
I cannot give you an opinion on the figure. Legally, I can't.
Okay. That is fair, and I will press you no further. I finished work today, and then I got a message from you that. Sorry, 1 second.
No,
do you want to test out
stuff too? So go ahead, go for it.
Test out this video call feature. Make sure everything works, and we mentioned that Mezco just released a video for the black variant of this, which I don't know if it's a
I caught that
variant
or
the regular version. But they put this video up, and you're like, no. They put up a photo now too, and I guess that's what happened when I fell asleep. They put up a new photo.
So I now have a Witcher, which is pretty cool. Shout out to Saturn Score for this. This was a gift from him on IG, and he actually sent me both characters. Sent me Edarin and the Witcher. Geralta. These are the McFarlane ones. Now, I'm going to be honest when I say I don't really mess with the McFarlane stuff anymore. It wasn't to my liking, and I thought that was like I don't harbor any ill will towards McFarlane because of it. It was just one of those things where it was like the pegs are too big for the size of the body. There's no thigh. Hey, there we go. Skakey, he knows.
I got to shout out Steven Fernandez. He is my favorite dio maker. I've been supporting his stuff and his page for a long time. I call him the dio god because he is my favorite.
I believe I have I'm not sure if I have a few things from him. I don't remember people's names changes, and then that's when I lose who's who. But I believe I talked with him a few times. He seems cool.
He's a great dude, man.
Yeah. I believe I talked with him a few times. It's weird because it's a hard juggle of trying to talk to everyone and remember everything all while doing your own thing. It's very difficult.
I'm sure like the amount of people who try to, who interact with you expect you to like, hey, this is the conversation that we had, but they don't really factor in that you've probably had a million conversations with and try to keep track of all that stuff.
I made that face because I'm trying to be very honest, but without being mean. But it's very difficult for me to have the same conversation every day without coming off as apathetic. And I don't want to be that way, which is why I don't answer as many questions as I used to, because it comes to a point where I come off like as apathetic or I don't care towards them. When I want to make sure I do put the time and effort towards that, because every day, yes, that's the same look I gave. It's the unicycle from the show. I'll talk to it out.
This thing is so cool.
Yeah, it is. It just needs proper paint apps, and then boom. Same thing for his morpher on his wrist, because they forgot the silver knuckle parts, because he has knuckle dusters on the hand.
I think they forgot these morpher paint apps on a lot of figures.
I don't think they forget them. I think they're cutting cost, and I think that no, seriously, like
I respect your opinion, industry people.
Well, it's not just that. First, I'm going to finish what I was going to probably track it at, and then I'm gonna get right back to that, because every day I wake up and there's 99 plus messages, so it's hard to not get anxiety from that when you're like, all right, I'm gonna try to answer 100 of these today and respond and be nice, and then you wake up tomorrow and you're still at 99 plus. Like that kind of sucks. That seems like it's never ended.
Actually, I never thought about it that way. It's almost like a second job, like a full-time job.
Yeah. So I can't answer all of your questions on not just one platform, but across all the platforms I'm on. Because imagine 99 plus on 5 platforms. So you want me to review, you want me to answer you, then you want me to interact in my comment section. Then I still got to post photos and do all the other stuff. I'm just one person doing all of this.
Yeah.
That's why it's very difficult for me to not seem like I'm short on time, because I am. Because I don't want to forget my thing. Look, on this guy, right? I really, really like the SPD ones. But it sucks that they cut the paint apps, because they're showing you on the back of these boxes what it looks like fully painted, and I can't paint for shit.
This box art is incredible, by the way. I'm always amazed by these.
Even the box art is like, because it's the digital vector art of the show. It's so fucking nice. And you're like, well, I know I'm not gonna get that. Jason, shut up. You text me. That's different. You actually have my number.
There's a difference? Oh, okay. If there's a number, it's serious.
Yeah, like it's like if I gave you my number, it's like, hey, it's fine, because I know you'll know I'll respond when I can.
Yeah.
To, hey man, why don't you answer me right now?
With the toy sword.
But there are people like that. They're like, hey man, I messaged you 72 hours ago. It's hour 73. Where the fuck is my response?
No, I don't disagree. I don't like. I believe you that there are people like that. I'm sure there are.
It's so funny.
Oh, Action Figgy Skinny's in the house. What's going on, man? Yeah, like even when I asked you to do this, I know you're super busy, and like there's a high probability that you didn't have time to come on, which is cool. And you're like, I don't wait to open my stuff. I go, I respect that. That's your thing. That's cool. And I try not to press you, because I know you got tons of stuff to do.
The whole opening thing, the reason why I open it is so that way I can answer questions properly. That's really part of it.
Oh, so you can have the information for those 100 messages.
Yes. Like here's a great example. Where is it? Somewhere here. I don't even know where I put it, because I've been moving things around. The Traxxas shot oil. Like I use that to loosen up a bunch of joints. So I'll take a picture and I'll send it to people, but I don't save the picture on my phone like an idiot, because I'm like, all right, I won't need to answer this again. I was wrong. I was so wrong. So now I keep a picture in stock and my favorites on my phone, because it's like I have a folder called Answer Questions, where it's like the same photo over and over.
No,
I'm not.
No,
joking.
you don't.
So same questions over.
It's very professional.
But it's not me being unfair, because I want to be able to answer questions to people. But I also want to make sure I have, because here it be. If you tell them, hey, I got it from here, well, at least now I have a link. Here's the link to it. So I'll like, somebody today asked me about the unbonding glue from my Deadpool 2-pack video. How did I unbond the guns from the side? I learned that from somebody else who posted it, but I took the link because I know people would ask me, and when they ask me, I can give it to them. So here's a direct link to bottom one, and it'll work for you. So yeah.
The mic is gonna fall on me.
But at least it'll fall on your lap and not on your head.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because that looks like
I gotta put this bike together.
Did you pull down the thing so it can stand? The stand?
Is this not it?
That's the stand, so it's down. But if you want it to be up, you can push that up too. It's tough. It's gonna test your strength on camera, dog. Push up.
Yeah, it's Amazon. If it breaks, I can just. There we go.
But yeah.
What does the back wheel do?
Oh, that's in case you just want to balance it. Like if you want to pop it.
Like if he wants to park.
No, Papa Willie.
All right, I'm gonna have to catch SPD because I'm not seeing like it's cool that they went out, they kind of branched out and made this accessory, and hopefully it pushes them to do more bikes because there's other Power Rangers with different vehicles too, right?
Vehicles that they skip out on, so it's weird that they did his and not anybody else's.
The best part is when I've started watching Power Rangers and getting more in depth, I was messaging you which ones to watch first, and you were always cool with. Which series I should start with.
Okay. It's like what I tell you. It's actually about Kamen Rider. See now, Super Sentai and Power Rangers is not the same as when you're dealing with Kamen Rider, which makes it very different. A great example because with Power Rangers and Super Sentai, you have an idea of what you're getting into because you've seen it already. So
okay.
You know what you like already. Kamen Rider is something you have zero experience with. So no matter what I recommend, it can be the opposite of what you like already. Whereas with Power Rangers, I can go, hey, did you like time travel? Watch this one. Hey, did you like dinosaurs? You can watch these fucking 7 Sentai series.
Oh,
but
God.
Kamen Rider is a little different. They approach it a very different way. You know what I mean? So it's like you should pick something you like visually because the writing and the style of the show is completely different from that of Sentai. Sentai very goofy approach towards some things. Whereas Kamen Rider is like, it's still goofy, but when your main man's die, that's it. He ain't coming back.
So people die.
Oh, yeah. And even in the older Sentai, people died, but they started to change that in a bunch of stuff.
Right. And because of you, I've been trying to find time to watch these Japanese originals, but it's hard when I'm working to watch something with audio that I don't understand in the background, and like I can't focus on subtitles and work at the same time, so I haven't had much time with that.
The best thing that I've done, there's 2 ways of doing it. You can absorb it through osmosis, where you just listen to it and then come back and revisit it later, and your brain will process it a lot faster. Or you just don't watch it at all. Don't watch it at all, because it is going to be tough. But once you learn to take it in and like sit down and watch it, I think you'll very much enjoy it.
I have learned through you and through some friends of mine. I'm from Hong Kong, so I have family there. You apparently have a big following there.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't know that I did until recently.
Do you know do you know how that came about?
It was with the Storm collectible stuff when I started reviewing it. I ended up getting a big following in Hong Kong from the Storm stuff and then the Mezco stuff, because those two seem to be big over there right now. And then it's weird because there's also like a big Kamen Rider community. So I was like, again, how did all this happen? All the things that I like here in America, which weren't that big of a deal years ago, are now big deals. So it's a crazy transition.
No, I think a lot of that stuff in Hong Kong, there's a lot of collector culture there, and people who are into this stuff. Even when I moved here from Hong Kong, I have some old Kamen Rider toys. I don't know who they are. Yeah, I don't know which series it is, but I had them. Like people bought them for me when I was a kid, so it's definitely there and present for a lot of people. It's
a big community, and it was like, at first I was like, okay, it's a somewhat big deal for me. But then because I know the guys at Storm and I talk to them regularly, they were like, yeah, man, you're a big deal over here with the Storm and the Kamen Rider stuff. And I was like, you got to be fucking shitting me. They're like, no, for real. Like, look, you were like #1 on WeChat service. And I'm like, what the? That's crazy.
Yes. Shout out WeChat.
Shout out WeChat, yo. WeChat is what's up.
And have you, through osmosis, have you picked up some Cantonese?
My Cantonese is absolutely horrendous and I don't speak it, but it's weird. Some people will talk to me and I'll understand some of it because I've been around it so much. But like, oh, wait, I lost you. Where's the audio? Ooh, did you break me? What did you do, Kevin? Damn it, Kevin. What did you do?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
There we go. What'd you do, Kevin? What'd you break?
I don't know. This mic, I gotta return this mic arm. Marcus E says Hong Kong represent. Fellow
Hong Kong?
countrymen right here.
Shout out to all my homies in Hong Kong. Whoever you
Awesome.
are. Everybody's a homie.
I don't think I have any viewers. I think it's like 95% American and the rest Canadian.
Yo, it's funny because even in Canada, like when I came up to see my boy Silver, it was like, hey, like we know you up here. I'm like, what you talking about? So it was
Yeah,
very
even I think I told you before, my friend Jack, good friend of mine who also collects, he was like, oh my God, the amazing. I saw on Twitter he's downtown Toronto and he like stalked you real good.
He's cool though. He came. I saw him. We took a
He's an
picture.
awesome guy. Yeah, he did. Or he did take a picture.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Cool guy.
Mr. International, Australia, everyone's just shouting out. Everyone, this is turning into some sort of like United Nations of your
toys.
fans.
Nah, not fans of toys. We're all in this together, man. Trust me. We all in
The
this
Butter Nation. So once I figure out who the Butter Baron is, like finally develop the character, his nemesis will definitely have a monocle. I just decided.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with so if you're so you are Team Butter and the Butter Baron, right? So
Butter National. Yes.
So me and Ichigo are gonna join your universe at some point, and we will become your Butter Guards.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Butter Guards. So it'll be me and Ichigo. We're gonna get suits. I'm gonna get us some. We'll be your Butter Guards.
Okay, the more and more I see of that Ichigo head, it looks so good. Like Old Boy did an amazing job on that paint. It's crazy.
This is my cat. He's a cat Ronin now. He even got the blind eye right, which is great because even though he has one eye, he still can't see out of it. It's great. I love it.
Someone shouted out Wakanda. 80s baby is watching from Wakanda apparently.
80s baby and shit.
Oh, so you have Meowscles, which
I do
Adam somehow calls it Meowsicles. He pronounced every letter in that word.
Every time Adam gets that wrong, I have a comeback for it, but I'm not gonna do it publicly because he knows I'm gonna get him.
Okay, good. But you have that, and then now Fortnite has his new character of Mancakes. He's got like a stack of hotcakes as a face.
Oh, you mean Pancake Head?
Yeah,
dude. I think because I'm 100% here for that.
So if that ever comes into figure form, I'm going to army build the shit out of that.
Well, I'm here for the Pancake Army because I love pancakes. So it's cool. So I want to build him. I want to get him. I want to get Kit and other characters I learned about. And I was like, man, I need these things. Like,
yeah, those aren't in Canada yet, but I will definitely get Meowscles and Kit when it's out.
It's funny because I really, really like what was it? Freaking oh, you know what? Let me open this up too. It's funny because I wanted to get into Fortnite, and the other day I was playing with Animated Heroes and Todd, and it's crazy because I was like, Fortnite is actually fun. Like I only played one time before all those crazy updates, and I was like, all right, this is okay. And then I played now with them, and I'm just like, yo, this is like fun. Like I don't getting like losing to like a 10-year-old, but it's just God honest fun. It is.
What was I gonna open next? Oh, Psycho Rangers.
See, the Psycho Rangers.
I finished In Space.
So you finished In Space.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. So In Space, how did you feel? I didn't know how you felt about In Space.
What was it? It was only one season.
Well, that's all Power Rangers. Well, you're
right.
I forgot. Like there's other seasons of Mighty Morphin, but
I'm new here. Okay, I'm new.
You know about that. Mighty Morphin was weird because it should have been one season, but they didn't want to kill Green Ranger, so they merged a whole different season to make a different show. That's the same show. Right. So it was very weird to see that. Like as an adult, after I'm watching Sentai and stuff.
Shout out Smash Labs Creations with the super chat. Thank you very much. He says, I always thought Butter Baron was the bad guy and your logo was the good guy. Character development, backstory.
We just built
what
thing. I love that
Oh,
everybody's making up things and like gonna have their own universes now. I'm really fucking enjoying the fact that people are just having fun with their toys. That brings me
oh
so
yeah.
much joy. Oh
Uh,
shit. Yo, that got a bunch of cool, nice toys in today because this is presented so well.
anything going in the for sale pile, or it's all keeps?
So far, all keeps.
All keeps. Dig. Action Figgy Skinny says, "Talk in space." Well, the first episode, I thought Andros looks like a young Steven Tyler when I first saw it, and I'm like, oh god, this is so 90s. But it ended up being like, it wasn't too cheesy or anything. Like I was able to finish the whole series. What else? What do I remember? I think it was a cool backstory with the slow reveal that Andros and Astronema were siblings. I hope I'm not spoiling it for anyone. If anyone's more late than me, then you deserve to have it spoiled.
All right, that's fair. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, that's probably how you feel about me. You're like, you're dumb. I should have watched this how many years ago?
It's true.
There you go.
Ultraman.
I've been following Uncanny Assassin on Instagram for a long time. I don't know if you follow Tyler.
I feel like I'm friends with Tyler on Facebook, but I don't know
Yeah,
him.
that's Tyler.
I thought I was friends with Tyler. I don't remember nothing no more, man. I really
What do you
don't.
mean you thought you were? Nothing's changed. You still are, guys.
I
You
left
guys are still
Facebook
friends.
I left Facebook for a while, so I'm not sure how things worked out.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he started him and Chris are Smash Labs creations. Since we're talking about
creations, or is Chris sharing that name with him now?
they're all working together as Smash, and then Chris has his own personal, I believe. He can correct me. He's in the chat from earlier. Anyway, Tyler's changed his sculpting, his art profile to Uncanny Sculpts. This is one of his original characters. Like we're talking about, everyone's doing their own thing. This is like a dragon, and the character's name is Inferno. So he helped me sculpt this from my logo, the Monkey King.
Oh, that's what's up.
Because I've wanted to make a custom of that for a while. So I got in contact with those guys, and dude, he like put this together in a week.
That's pretty fast,
right?
That's really fast, actually. This is actually really nice. Ultraman.
He says he loves you.
I love him too. Yeah, I've known Smash Lab and Tyler for a long time. Like back in my early days, like before I got popular. That's why I'm like, I could have sworn I'm still friends with him. But it's weird though, because all these new algorithms, you don't even see like your closest friends. Like I said, my mother got mad at her and followed her, and I have her on C first.
Did you hit notify the bell on her profile? I think you have that option on Instagram. I've never used it
because someone messaged me the other day. I think it seems like the other day. I don't know the time perception anymore, but someone messaged me and was like, "I don't have the bell on my account anymore." And I was like, I didn't know it was gone. I didn't even know I had one, honestly, because I don't know that stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Like I log in, I'll answer as many questions as I can. I'll take a picture, try to see what my friends are up to, and then I bounce. Like I'll legit log out unless somebody like KJ will call me and be like, "Yo, man, check your DMs." I'm like, okay. I'll log out, like whatever.
Oh yeah, KJ was on Instagram earlier with Paige.
Yeah, I love those guys. I'm gonna fight Paige though, because he owes me $5. Paige owe me $5.
Can you just PayPal the $5?
Paige owe me $5. He lost the bet, so.
Right. So yeah, Tyler was able to put this together. Like there's a lot of detail that I really wanted. Like he worked with me on this. It's really cool. In my logo is the Monkey King. Monkey King. The Monkey Ting right here. So yeah, people Sun Wukong, Monkey King, Sun Hong in Mandarin or in Cantonese, like Goku is kind of based off of that.
Goku is based off of that in Dragon Ball and then branches away in Z.
Yeah. Even the whole thing. So I'm really excited to do this. The whole mythology and the tale of the Monkey King journey to the West is really interesting to me. Growing up watching those cartoons and stuff. So I'm going. They put this together for me. I'm going to put this on a Got to find a body. We're gonna do a kit bash, get some weapons for him, and I'm really excited for it.
So are you gonna
if you
put
guys,
clothing on it?
am I gonna what? Sorry.
Are you gonna put clothing on it, or are you gonna have it sculpted?
I am, the Gold Ninja clan of the
Yeah,
whatever Gold Gomez. Yeah, that suit looks pretty good on it.
That is actually a great base. And then you
Yeah.
just add all the stuff that you want to add. Man, I miss this figure so much. Let me tell you, man, I fucking love Kaneko, man. But back to, I don't want to stop you from what you're talking about, because I want a Monkey King. Like the Journey to the West movies, I really like a lot of those. There's a lot of them I really, really like. It's always done really well.
There was I think a PlayStation game that came out recently. I think last year. I
didn't get that.
Haven't had a chance to play games, but guys, check out Uncanny Sculpts. That's Tyler's art profile, or Uncanny Assassin. He does all his toy photography and other things there, and Smash Lab Creations. These guys are awesome. Amazing work. We're just finishing up some stuff, and I'm really excited to get this. So hopefully it's soon. Check those guys out.
Yeah, for real. If you don't follow them, I'll have to not drink water.
And nobody wants that. He had a really, really cool. They not only did he sculpt it, he gave me some ideas for kit bashing too, and all the parts that I could use. So like, they were into the idea and were super helpful with everything. It was so much fun.
I think that's part of the fun, when you can share ideas with other people, and they can help you make a greater version of yourself. In this case, the Monkey King.
Wow, that's deep. A greater version of myself. He can pull his fur out and blow it, and then like it turns into clones of himself, causing more mischief. There's another common theme again: the mischief of the Monkey King, of freaking Plunderlings. Man, this is gonna be good stuff.
For real. It's so much good stuff, man. Like this is a good pile. Like I don't think I want to open up anything else, because I'm gonna save stuff for off the camera, just in case I want to do some more. But then I have like older stuff where it's like I was revisiting the modeling support good lightsabers and / beam sabers, depending on which front you put on it. And these actually light up, and I haven't messed with one of these in a long time. Like I have to fix this lighting, but there it is. So
have you been reading the Boom Power Rangers comics?
Absolutely, both Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers.
I like how they branched it off into the two books and the two different titles.
And it happened at the same time, so you need to read both. They're really good. I think the only thing I'm not liking is that I don't like that it's monthly. I would like a bi-weekly book, but that's just me being selfish, because it's actually really, really good. And I don't like that the story revolves around Tommy per se, because that's what I hated about Power Rangers. It became about Tommy the whole time, when there's this great other cast of characters getting no love.
Yeah, I think they threw all their money behind Jason David Frank, and he became kind of like the face. And he's been in how many series? Like
a lot, more than anyone else. More than anyone else.
Yeah. All right, Psycho Rangers.
Now, when you open up that set, it's really funny, because it's like you're getting the same body, two different bodies technically, 3 or 2 times. But it's very weird, because it's like the Psycho Rangers, as simple as that design is on them, is a lot of fun.
Right.
I just really wish that they came with more hands, because the Psycho Rangers actually did do a lot hand-wise. So it sucks, but
like all their flexing and posing.
Yeah, because you've watched In Space.
Yeah.
So you know that they gave them hands. Literally, like they gave the Power Rangers hands.
They were their own downfall.
They were, But when you read the comic, did you read about Psycho Green?
I read that standalone. Was it a series or a book?
It was a mini. It was a mini series, 3 issues with Psycho.
And I guess she's trying to make them better.
Yeah, and it was crazy, because with Psycho Green, that's kind of where the other Psycho Power Rangers become from, because he came way before. And dude was crazy powerful. And that's kind of where we're getting our new Green Ranger from in Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers, because he uses psycho energy. That's why it's so cool. I lost you again.
Okay.
All right, there it is.
No. I was muting because I'm gonna open this stuff up.
Nah, open it, man. I don't give it. Well, I guess for the people, but I don't care.
My weekly ASMR.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Squeaky.
all right. We're gonna go pink first because she's at the end. Oh no, they're tied down at the arms. That's why.
Oh, you're gonna have to cut out the back. Just lift out the tray and cut from the back. Yep.
All right.
Oh shit! So they did give him this again. That's pretty dope.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's the
Portals.
my son's just learning about shapes. And
okay.
he goes circle, and he'll start going like this. And every time he does that, I picture him opening a portal in my house.
I'm like, all right, Dr. Strange, I see you. Call him Mini Strange. Actually, don't do that. That's a terrible name. Don't do that.
Man, I spent like 10 minutes of last week's episode taking NECA Krang out of its box because of these damn ties.
Yo, Mecha Crane is big and heavy as shit.
And is that a good thing for you or a bad thing?
No, I like it. It's great because he actually can balance pretty well. I actually opened up him after. Actually, I opened up him before I was gonna come on your show. So I was like, shit, it's too late now. So, damn, I would have waited. I would have waited. Yeah. I mean, this is nothing different. I mean, listen, the cloth cape is really fucking nice though. But everything else is nothing different.
Do you ever get overwhelmed with not just replying to people, but toys in general?
All the fucking time.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like it's a no matter what it is that you do, doing it a lot makes you build your tolerance to it higher. That doesn't mean you don't run out.
Right.
So that's what it is for me. It still runs out.
Sometimes I'll finish a stream and I'll be like, all right, I think I'm going to take a break from toys for a little bit.
Yep.
Because I've been sitting here talking about it, but then I was asking Unparalleled Universe, because his streams go super long, and I go, do you ever get tired of? He's a marathon runner of talking about toys, but then they go off into wild tangents about non-toy stuff. So maybe that's how it's tolerable.
It's balanced. I think that's balance. I think that's a good balance when you can not talk about toys, but you can talk about other things, and it's handled pretty well. I think he does a very good job of that. But I also know he's tired as shit, and he's not going to tell you guys that.
Yeah, well, he gets up like 6 a.m, and he has work, and he's got a family too, and does all this stuff.
Yeah,
but he's a great dude. He came on to do this early on too, and he was super chill about just talking about this and the whole process.
Yeah, there's a lot of dope things I would like. Yeah.
One thing you mentioned earlier. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't realize I could read the comments. That's pretty cool.
Oh shit! It was there the whole time.
I had it on the other thing, so I didn't see any of that, and I was like, "Oh, comments."
Oh, cool. The private chat. Yeah. One of the things you mentioned earlier was you're not big on editing. You don't know how to edit. But the craziest part is you're probably like most known for your photography too, right?
I think I'm more known for reviewing than my own photography. Even at the beginning of my videos where it says photographer, people still call me a reviewer more than anything else.
Yeah, but you're not a reviewer. You're a...
But they don't care because they see the word review in the video.
Oh, Danion's in the stream. What's going on, man? I got a Hasbro
Oh, Dan is in his
representative in here. What's going on?
Hey Dan, how you been, man?
Welcome to the stream. I'm toying around. I unbox toys every week. I think I follow him on Instagram. He's a cool dude.
Dan's hilarious. He's also a fellow New Yorker. He gets points.
I was watching his interviews on Unparalleled too. Was it Unparalleled? Yeah, it was. All right. But but the photography part, you're not huge on editing or post editing stuff like that. But your pictures are always solid. So not only like when I see your photos, when someone sees your photos, not only is it like a specific style that you can identify, but like your lighting is always sets the mood in the background. Like it's never just like a plain whatever 3-point lighting system or something like that. It's always something complex, like a blend of colors.
I actually love color.
Right.
Yeah.
You mentioned before like the color wheel that
Posable Productions. Who?
Yeah.
It's funny because I was tampering with color before, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And Posable Productions posted that, and suddenly my brain was able to go, "Oh, we understand now," and I never was able to look back at that. Like it's almost like I instantly saw the wheel. My brain was able to translate it and absorb all that information instantly, and then from there it was just boom.
It's funny because I think it was in your video where you brought it up, and you mentioned Posable Productions, and then I had him on, and then I'm like, oh, can you send me the color wheel? I want to talk about this, and then the episode ended with him, and I'm like, we didn't talk about this at all.
Well, shout out to him because Brandon does excellent work, and I think he deserves more credit than he gets credit for. He does very centric pieces, and I don't know how to find words for it, but he does pieces that because he loves Batman the animated series. I can honestly tell you, I don't think anybody does the animated series stuff better than him. They don't, and it's one of those things where I love it because you can perfectly replicate it while still doing his own thing, and I love that. It's not one of those where it's like, I'm just going to replicate what I saw in the show. It's like, no, I'm giving you the feel from the show in a comic book like format. And my brain always tells me, yes, I would like more of this. So I love that stuff.
And he's doing all of it like tangibly too, which is crazy with all the cutouts and all that stuff.
I can't use cutouts. I'm terrible at that stuff, but I'm glad he can do it because it always makes me go, yes, this is awesome.
Were you always into photography and cameras?
Yes, but I was never always good at it.
Okay. Just teach yourself to manipulate everything in camera to get your shot?
It was more like I took classes because I needed to understand my camera. And I tell people, like, it's one of those things like if you can legit take classes to learn your camera or take the time to be on YouTube, because back then YouTube wasn't a big thing to show you all the camera stuff.
Okay.
But nowadays they'll give you free classes on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. So
if you can get on and learn your camera and then actually sit down and play with your camera, you good. You good. Because trust me, half of the experience of doing anything is legitimately getting on your camera and going, actually, hold on. What is that?
That was loud.
I see you had to mute yourself. So yeah, great example is just getting on your camera, learning it, and then being like, all right, I'm gonna go take 1 million fucking pictures.
Yeah, which you already do each shoot.
Yes, that is true. Let me see if I can show you guys something. Hold on. Do I have any batteries in here? I don't. Let's pop a battery in.
And you shoot manual, I assume, right? In order to manipulate all the things that you need.
Yeah. All right. So actually, I took this not long ago. So look. See? Oop, there we go. I think I posted that recently, but yeah, it's one of the last shots. But yeah, it's all done manually. So for that setup, I actually have the setup here. So for my photography now, I stopped using my overhead lights as much because they light the room evenly, but I stopped using them as much. And I started using, because I got the big version, because my wife got the big version. So I started using my ring lights. And you can use any fucking ring light. Let's be real. Like you can use any.
Yeah.
You don't need any name.
I'm using one to illuminate myself right now.
But I'm saying they because they light everything evenly. That's why it's it really is. So when you get one of these, right, and you know what the fuck you're doing,
it's gonna be the thumbnail, by the way. Your head in the middle of the
Did you block Dan? Why you block Dan?
No, there was like a fake one who was talking a whole bunch of shit. This is the real one.
Okay. All right, cool. I was about to say, why do you do that?
There was somebody up in here causing mischief.
I didn't know that because I don't read comments. Rule 72, don't read the comments.
I'm not there yet. I'm not at an unmanageable level yet.
No, I hope you forever can manage it. I just can't. I can't handle that with my emotional capacity. Along with Riley, don't use your whiskers against the camera. So yeah, let's plug this in, and I'm gonna show you the ring light stuff that I was talking about, right? Because I mess around with my lighting and a bunch of stuff. I keep manual, So you want to make sure all this stuff kind of matches up.
Sword felt.
So, see how bright that is? That's hella bright. So let's turn that down, right? So usually my lights are on very low, like now. But what's really cool about this is you can change the type. So this helps change your mood too. So you go like this.
Yeah.
Bright, a little yellowish, more off yellowish. See? But with stuff like this, so Nico, that's cool. So yeah. But you see how it's lighting my face here? This is a great example.
Yeah.
You see how it's changing to add those shadows to set your mood? And then and then behind me, I'll have different colored lights to complement the light tones on my face. Because I'm a black person, I wouldn't choose stuff like red unless I'm setting a type of mood that matches that red. Instead, I would choose yellow and purples that make my skin glow and look great. Riley, mind your business, you jerk.
El gato.
El gato. But he's just being a nosy jerk. So he's been sleeping behind.
There's a reason that when you look at the ads for these lights, it's usually like, oh, it's a great selfie ring light, or for people doing makeup and stuff, because it eliminates those shadows, right? But whatever you need to look at.
Because now, look, it's facing me, and now it's eliminated all the shadow.
This is toy review / beauty tips.
But it works, though. It works. Because I've learned from my wife's makeup tutorials that it actually evens out everything. Look at this.
Is that your wife's light? Or does she borrow it?
This one is mine. I bought my own.
She has her own.
No, because she has her own big one. And she has a weight. Like, this one is small. She has one triple the times of this. So
mine has a phone holder in the middle. It's super annoying.
Mine can actually get that, but I separated that. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
But you see how it's like, right? Shadow, no shadow. But you see,
right?
The more you set the mood.
Yeah.
Watch this though, right? You move it back, it evens out, but the tone is not as glossy. I aim for that gloss because I like to shine those details, especially when it's a metallic thing. Shadow. But it all depends on how you're gonna do the forefront and background stuff. That's actually very important.
Dropping knowledge.
So now, like, let's say if I move off to the side, the camera's off to the side. See how that changes slightly? Look how the shadow follows.
Yeah, mine is on the pod there, on the tripod, like yours too. So I'm usually holding it with one hand and just moving it around in different angles to get the right balance.
Mm-hmm. You gotta get you one that like this. Mine's folds out. So it folds out, and then I can extend it up and down and turn, and I can do all this crazy shit. But
also, props to you, because you've been putting out a lot of free knowledge for everyone.
I think it should be free. I mean, if I charge you, you'd hate me. I mean,
like, you don't have to do it on top of everything else that you do.
I do it.
Not that whether you charge them.
I mean, that's true, but I did it because I thought that people, hey, no, don't you bite him. You gotta kill Kaneko Man, y'all. Don't you bite him. Well, to be honest, I do it because I really thought that it would be one of those things where if I give it to people for free, they would go and try to learn it on their own. A lot of people actually don't do that. They go, I would like more free lessons now. And I can't always afford to give that to them. I can't. That's the first time he's ever tried to bite a figure, though. He's never done that before. I'm thinking it's because of the fin, though, because he's never seen this before, the fin. Why'd you try to do that, Riley? Why you being a jerk? I still love you, though.
Speaking of fins, that the new Power Rangers series, Dino Fury.
Yes.
The main dude is an alien.
I don't believe that. Not yet, at least.
Why is that?
Because it's Saban, and he's not very original. But this could be different because now it's technically Hasbro, and they are original.
So these are the costumes from the new show.
So that's Ryu Soger. And in Ryu Soger, they get really fucking cool power-ups. So I'm very much looking forward to these in the Lightning Collection. One thing I will say that came out of this is excellent is that with Hasbro taking it over, I know that we'll get action figures. And it's because Hasbro took over, it's part of the reason why Bandai decided they're not going to make any more SH Fig Arts because they were going to, from what I was told, they would have probably tried to revive the line at some point, but that's all those dreams are dead now because of this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Hasbro doesn't buy this without.
Well, they have full rights now, so
yeah. I mean, that's a reason that's for marketing and selling merchandise is a huge part of, taking off shows and movies. Yeah. Well, here's there's the middle guy there. He doesn't have his alien antenna in this photo, but in some of the shots, he's got it like, he's got two antenna, almost like Piccolo, and they kind of go back on his head.
Was he the only one with the antenna?
That's the only picture I've seen with someone with an antenna.
So then he might
be the only alien, though.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I know what's gonna happen. Not gonna say anything. If you haven't seen Soldier, this will kind of explain this part of the intro at least. So I'm not gonna explain.
Zato is an alien. Dude has horns and an antenna. Yes, he does. It's in some other pictures which I didn't have in this post on my Instagram. What do you? Are these Zords the same design?
Absolutely. I can't see. Can you make that bigger? Actually, let me just look on my phone. I'm stupid. Hold on. Let me look at my phone. Here I was trying to look at you do it. I'm like, what the hell?
How's that?
No, still technically so
it just gets bigger at one point and then just gets smaller.
All right, so the green one is actually new, but the rest are pretty much the same.
Tricera Blade Zord, this blue one, just doesn't look very functional.
It's not supposed to be functional because he's an arm.
But in this Zord mode.
Yeah. But you got to understand, like, let's be real. Half of those Megazords separately were trash. It's all about combining, dog. It's all about
There was no reason for them to start out separated because they were just going to fight in robot.
Well, that's not true because in Zoo Ranger, they served a purpose. But when you get to the American stuff, you dilute it because you change the story. Oh, wow. They already revealed one of the... Oh, man. They're revealing too much already.
This is one of the villains. I think he looks badass.
He's not just a villain. That's the worst part.
Oh, come on.
That's why it's hard for me to talk about these things, damn it.
Okay. We're not going to talk about... I'm just going to show one more because there's one more, and I don't know how... I'm sure like when he's in the live action, the costume will have that Power Rangers feel. But in this, I don't know, illustration, he looks like a villain from like a mobile game, video game or something like that.
Honestly, like
with the tower.
It's weird because stuff doesn't translate when you see a solid picture. And then suddenly you see a move and you're like, oh, this makes sense. It's weird about live action shows. You'll see it moving like, oh, this makes perfect sense now.
Well, it's supposed to be coming out later this month, right?
February, sometime in February. I'm gonna give it a shot. I like the Beast Morphers, so this will be fun.
Is Beast Morphers good?
It was okay.
I think that's the only one left on that, and MMPR are the only ones left on Netflix.
Yeah, I actually liked Beast Morphers. It wasn't terrible, and it actually had decent acting. So,
really,
yeah, it didn't have one of those Saban mandates. Don't act because you're the cool Red Ranger.
All right, I'll give it a shot since there's nothing else.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely there's going to be merchandise coming from this. I'm pre-planning to take down this Dragon Ball shelf or move it somewhere else so I can do a 2-story Power Rangers display over here.
It's weird because I'm slowly changing around my diorama shelf to a display shelf. But I'm also like, do I really want to display stuff? Not really. I'd rather have much room for my dioramas so I can take them out at any time to take photos, as opposed to storing them someplace I can't reach right away.
Yo, that's another thing that that's really intriguing, I think, with your photos is I see in your reviews you have lots of different types of dioramas, which are super detailed, talented creators who make them, and they're featured in your review. But like when you take a shot, some of these product shots or the ones that you post, the focus is rightfully so on the posing of the figures that like you don't even really see a lot of these dioramas in the background, or they're out of focus for that reason, to draw the attention to the subject.
I do that purposely now to take away the attention from the dioramas to put it more so on the figure, but I do it just enough so that you realize the setting feels right.
Yeah.
So it works.
Would you say that something like extreme sets would be perfect for something like this? Because if you wanted everything in focus and you had your extreme sets in focus, you'll see that it's just paper.
I
But
feel
if
like
you had something more of a background blur, something like that.
you know what's really weird? I like extreme sets, but it doesn't work for me. But and there's nothing against them because I tried them. I think what they do is great. They really fucking make good stuff for
Yeah.
people who don't have the space for it. But the number one issue that I've learned is that with the paper, my lights are too strong and it'll always have gloss.
Right.
Which is why I can't use them. But I do like this stuff. No, for real, I really like this stuff.
No, I have some coming in, and I think I've gone in over my head. I didn't realize how much space they take up. I'm kind of worried once they arrive. Like that Subway set.
Yeah. I really like that stuff. My lights are too strong and will constantly reflect light and it'll look weird. So, but I do want to revisit them because there's stuff that I've seen that they have that I like. So
I'm here struggling. Like when I watch you pick up a toy in a review, you'll just morph it almost as if it was a transformer. You go from one pose to another like directly. And
I mean,
that's one thing that, I'm sure a lot of people appreciate and try to emulate, because I'm here struggling to, like, I don't even remember what kind of stuff that he does other than
what is that? The Red Ranger? He was the strong, arrogant one, but he was more straight to the point with brutal attacks. Whereas Pink was a straight mass murderer. So her attacks were psychotic, they were erratic. The movement was that of like a femme fatale. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I get my movement with a bunch of my stuff. It's based off what I've previously seen with the archetypes of what you see in normal stuff. The femme fatale, like this, the barbarian, right? I made this Kit Bash barbarian from 2 different figures. And in my head, I'm like, if this guy is an all black death dealer with 2-toned armor, how would he stand? How would he look? How would he walk? He would be intimidated. Okay. He wouldn't speak. These are the kind of things I think about, and I go, well, how would I pose him with his nice blue cape? So let's do a quick example now. Let's do a quick walk-in pose.
I think that's really interesting that you delve that deep into the character, into your poses, because you don't really use cutouts for your photos, so it's all in the posing and how, like the nonverbal communication from these characters, from the figures that you're putting out there.
So this is him gallantly walking towards his next, thing that he's gonna do. Just a basic walk pose, But let's say if he's attacking or holding his axe out, getting ready to do something crazy. Let's actually swap this up a little bit. And then just like that, you have this. So there's different things that you can do with different characters depending on how you want to go about it. It's really how you want to do it. Let's take a different example, someone different. Let's take something brand new, actually, that I don't really know. Let's take a Plunderlings. I don't actually know. You know what? I have a great idea. Let's take this Harley Quinn, which I still have to review. I just haven't had time, so I'm sorry. This Harley Quinn is highly posable. It's the Revolve Tech one. This is the Ami Cell exclusive colorway. So depending on whatever item she has at this time, let's be crazy and give her a lightsaber. Let's say she's in her own show, the HBO Max show. And then it's like, how would you give Harley Quinn a lightsaber? Like, what would she do with it? One, she'd probably point it at you. You know what I mean? So here's a quick pose of her posing it at you.
How do I get this lightsaber?
This is Modeling Support Goods saber. I will send you the link and you can post it to the people.
Yes. Enabled. Very good.
But I also feel like she would put her hand on her hip. You know what I mean? It's little things like this where it's like, this looks more like a Harley Quinn pose. You know what I mean?
More in character for her.
Yeah, so you would turn the knees in, make her a little knock knee. Feet were in, make her look goofy but cute. And boom, Harley Quinn.
That's how you would make Harley with a lightsaber work.
But it looks a little bit more natural. It's weird. I don't know why. These are things that I look at and I do. it's really hard for me to explain in words.
I know you've been making a push, like late last year, trying to get more subs. Like you get the views on your channel. You're trying to build up the.
I don't get the views.
Come on.
No, let's be real. I don't get the views. I'll show you right now. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Everybody thinks I get the views. I don't get the views, man. Because views are consistent. I don't get those. Like, here is we're gonna go to my YouTube, right? And how do I so much glare.
You can just read it.
So on my Oma Zio review, which is an SH Fig Arts, it's 1.4K views, right?
Okay.
It always gets very low, but I know that there is a very large Kamen Rider fan base, but yet no views. Mythic Legions, consistent. That fan base watches my stuff because they want to know about Mythic Legions. 2.4K views. Both of those videos were uploaded in the same day. 1,000 difference. Then you have stuff like V Toy's Body. Everybody wants to know about that, so everybody's going to watch that. 10K views, right? Superman, 20K views.
Damn.
But then Kamen Rider goes back again, 1.6. You see what I mean? Mythic Legions, 3.2. But a Thanos, like I said earlier in the stream, a Marvel Legends Thanos, 9.4K views.
Yeah.
You see the inconsistency? You're not watching because you watch all my stuff. You're watching because you like certain things that I present to you, which is fine. But that inconsistency also does hurt me.
Yeah, because I remember you posted, and you're very, I guess you would say, vocal about like what is the percentage of viewers who are subscribed versus
oh yeah,
the ones that aren't.
Like if we're talking about people actually subscribe to me, 55% of people don't subscribe to me.
That's comparison to me. That's fantastic. I think I'm at like 75. And then we've talked about this before. It's hard to do your thing without being too overbearing. Be like, make sure you subscribe. And we look at camera here, look at camera here. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. It's a very fine balance that you have to juggle.
I ain't gonna lie, I fucking hate saying that shit. I hate it. I hate telling people to like, comment, and subscribe. I hate it.
But then
I don't have any words to say other than I absolutely hate it. Like I don't like it. Come here, Riley. I know you want to get down.
It's definitely it's not something easy to ask somebody to do. But I kind of understand where you're coming from.
Well, here's my thing, right? As much as people think that I'm doing this for money, which is not true because I get paid jack shit. I'm doing this because I like doing it, which is why I really want people to understand. Like, look, if you want me to really keep doing this, I'm gonna need y'all to just do your part. That's all I ask. Right. That's it. But I want to keep it real with people without trying to make them guilt trip them into doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it seems like a guilt trip at that point. Hey guys, I want to get to 100K, and if you don't give it to me, you know, I'm just gonna have to stop. That's a fucking ultimatum. That's not really a choice for them.
I don't see you getting to that point. I don't think you're gonna stop. Like you said, you're doing the reason that you put out reviews and different videos that are difference between 20K, 9K, and 1.4 or whatever. Those ones which you know might not be that popular. You're doing it for you because you like this toy, right?
Oh, yeah,
you're buying it for yourself.
Yeah. Like you gotta understand, the Kamen Rider stuff, I know it's not gonna get likes, but I fucking love doing it. So it's that simple. Like I said, if I wanted views, if I really wanted views, I would just review Marvel, DC, McFarlane, all the bare minimum stuff, and just get the views because it's not that it's bad stuff. It's pop culture. That's how you feed the machine. You feed the machine by going, hey, here's 77 Captain America videos. But I guarantee you,
Wolverine.
I guarantee you I could review a different Captain America every week, and it would always get more views than any of my Kamen Rider stuff.
Do you want to put that to the test?
I've already proven it. Go and look at all my Captain America videos.
Was there like a consistent week that you did this?
No, I'm just saying you can look at my entire lifetime right now. I could type in Captain America on my videos, and I'll show you the views. Actually, I'll do that right now. Actually, I'll do it right now. And again, it's nothing against any of this. It's just funny.
Well, I do hope everyone does their part in getting you your, what is it, 100K?
Yeah,
100K?
this is fucking sad. Okay, so SH Figure Arts in-game Captain America 23K.
Damn.
Avengers in-game Final Battle. Oh no, in-game cap 104K.
Damn.
Infinity War cap 68K. Amazing Yamaguchi cap 25K. Fig Arts cap. Oh no, that one's War Machine. Sorry, let's not count that. Modern Captain America from Mezco 25K. Classic Captain America 20K. Even a custom Kai Studios Captain America head 5K. Still more than a Kamen Rider one.
Do you feel like you have to not promote yourself, but kind of put your content into these? Is there like a bigger Kamen Rider community, like Facebook, something like that, that you can kind of share the stuff with?
No, it's very easy to. Even if I put all my stuff in all the groups, it doesn't matter. I have a bunch of people already sharing my stuff. That's not the
What
issue.
if you learn Chinese and then put it on WeChat and all the Hong Kong people? There's millions.
They already watch stuff with the American subtitles. I don't even call it English. I call it American because
American subtitles.
English, we don't speak English here. That shit is broke. English is a terrible English, dog. Let me tell you something. Like I was talking to my wife about it, and it's funny because English is one of those things where it's like we always weird and racist people will go, speak America. Like we're in America, speak English. And I'm just like, but why? English sucks as a language. Like you can literally go, I read or I read, and it's still the same fucking word.
Yep.
That's stupid.
I have to do this daily, teaching a 5-year-old. It's like, how do you explain some of this stuff? It's like some of the stuff you can't explain. It's just a rule, and you have to remember the rule because that's how it was.
But again, how does that
you can't teach?
But see, how does that work now in 2021 where we're now speaking in memes at this point?
Yeah.
See what I mean? So it's like English kind of sucks as a language, and you know that probably by the time you turn 25, you're like, yo, English is stupid.
Memes are awesome. I send that shit all.
Memes are a universal language that I pretty much enjoy at this point.
They do express exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, they do. And I know a lot of older folk get mad. I'm like, yo, just learn memes. I bet you if I put up some old shit from Martin, you'll be okay.
I just can't do it with my parents. You can't show any pictures to your parents. Like if you showed them, I'm sure you have a lot of cat stuff. If you ever showed like, oh, here, look at this cat video, they'd be like, whose cat is this?
Yes.
It's not somebody's cat. I'm sure it's somebody's cat, but I don't know whose cat it is. I don't know this person. I just want to show you they're doing something super adorable.
That's legitimately my mother. My mother's like, well, you got another cat? I'm like, no. Do you even see me in this video? Like, clearly this is not my cat. That doesn't even look like my room, ma. That doesn't look like my living room. That doesn't look like any other room in the house. Like, yeah. What are you doing? She's like, oh, because that cat kind of looks like your cat. Meanwhile, the cat could be purple. It just looks like my cat. Because she don't care.
That follows me handing her the phone, and she already clicked off of 4 different things. And I'm like, what is this? I'm like, no, just give it back. Give it back to me. And then I have to hold it like this.
I love it that I hand my mother something, and she'll always lock the phone every time. Hi, Ma. Why'd you lock it? Like, I didn't lock it, Ma. Like, it's a touch screen. You had to press something.
Love you, Mom. I know you're not watching, but I love you. This is just a universal thing, as you can see, with everybody.
I'm not going to lie to you. My mother's going to watch this later, and she's going to be mad.
Well, now she knows why you unfriended her.
She's not going to believe that. Not at all. She's not going to believe that at all. But she is going to be mad I made fun of her. You lucky I ain't say your name, Mom. You jerk. All right, I take that back. Because I know
tell her I'll follow her.
That's creepy. Don't do that.
And then unfollow. How do your wives deal with your collecting?
Well, you see, I got my own room. She ain't in here. That's literally the easiest thing.
The best way, right?
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you have a significant other, and it's seriously one of those things where you can keep it out of their way, you will never have any problem. Keep it out of their way. Don't ever bring it in the kitchen. Don't leave it in the living room. You'll be fine.
I'm just counting all the toys I have in the kitchen and the living room right now.
You're probably gonna be mad at you because you left it there.
Yeah, but it kind of blends in with the kids stuff, so I'm good. But I do also have my own room here in the basement. The streaming station here. She helped me set up the camera earlier.
Yeah, she's good people though, so I'm pretty sure she's gonna. Chamba, I just checked. It made me unfollow you. I'm about to refollow you because it pissed me off. Because I'm following you on Twitter and I'll come in and like check in on you. And I was like, why am I not following on Instagram anymore? And I don't know why. I
I
hate
don't
it.
understand. It just does it for you.
I don't know what that is, and it keeps doing that too. See, look, and it was like I wasn't following, so I refollowed him.
Well, I mentioned earlier I got a lot of exciting stuff this week, or sorry, this month. Um, I made some contacts. I'm gonna have to do some giveaways for next week.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited for the guest that I have on.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see who it is.
Um,
Chamba,
I'm kind of debating, like, should I just reveal it now or should I reveal it during the week?
you save it, and then when you do it, I'll share it. But save it. Also, Chamba, I gotta hit you up anyway because, like I said, I would one day would I very much like to commission from art from you, and it's been a long time, but I always figure you're busy, so I'll wait it out. But when you have the time, bro, when you have the time, Sonny, I'll see you later, man. We're gonna talk about that new snow figure because we did water and we did ice. We have to do snow now.
Water and ice. Oh, it's different forms of water. I thought you were gonna do like elements or something.
No, we were just reviewing the different forms of water. We even did the gas form. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
He said he's gonna go review some Captain America figures.
I don't
Get those
blame
views up.
I don't blame it. Like literally, like you have to understand, if you literally review pop culture stuff, you will always get the views. If you do what's trending, you will always get the views.
Right.
But I don't like kind of doing that stuff. None of that stuff matters to me. But it sucks because at the same time, I kind of want to make sure I get to that 100K because I want something to show for it. So it's crazy.
Well, I absolutely hope you do get to it. You do deserve it. You've been doing a huge service to the community, and you've been doing this with like high quality and a lot of content. This was one more thing that I was waiting. I wasn't sure if I was going to open it yet.
Oh, really?
But here we are, and here you are, Mr. Mezco.
Am I really called Mr. Mezco by other people? I didn't know that was a thing.
No, I just thought it sounded cool. If you don't like it, I'll stop.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't want to be that guy. Chamba, I can wait, man. Oh, wait, I'll wait. Chamba, I can wait just in case. Like when you get the time in those months, I'll definitely hit you up, dude.
All right, Sonny, take it easy. Matt Stringham, I believe I forget what his name is. Captain something.
What's the best brand of water out there?
I don't like Dasani at all. That doesn't taste like water.
Dasani is the worst kind of bottled water there is.
Right? I don't need it filtered 5 times. Give me some minerals.
Well, it's not that. Dasani literally takes tap water and just rebottles it. So that's why it's not very good water. It's not like good for you at all because they take it from a place that they don't even filter it properly. So, but legally they're allowed to get away with it, and that kind of sucks.
You've researched this?
Yeah, I did because I looked into water. I did.
All right. Dasani is nasty. Fiji water.
I do like Fiji, but Fiji's now getting at the point where they're becoming a little too expensive. And you know what? It's a crazy story, dog. The most expensive glass of water I've ever had costed $75. It was a glass of water from a volcano in Poland. Some mountain.
How did you like? Where did you find this? How did you get in this situation? This is one of those crazy end up in a cigar shop with a stranger kind of deals.
I was in Amsterdam with some friends, and we were doing a bunch of stupid stuff, and we were told like we want to go try out like new and fancy stuff. My friends knew that I was really into water, and there was a guy who actually owns a shop that has this water. It's on the outskirts of town, and he literally goes, hikes, filters, filtration of the water, bottled it, and you have to wait like 3 days, and then you go and you get the water. And the water cost me $75.
Was it just a cup, a bottle?
It was a bottle. It was a tall bottle. So like here.
Damn.
Yeah. So you get a lot of water for $75. But it was because that's not even the most expensive water there is in the world. I do want to if I ever hit it rich, I very much would like to go and drink the various types of water in the world.
I think 2 Chainz has a YouTube show where he just like eats and drinks expensive shit. And I remember seeing a water episode where it like comes in this case and it's all crazy.
Mm-hmm. I want to do it. You just now learned about drinking white Henny this whole time?
You know Mario is Googling volcano water right now, right? And seeing if it's on Amazon.
I'm telling you, man, it's some good water.
All right, we're gonna open this bad boy up. Limited to.
I'm sorry I ruined your favorite water, dude. I really am, but I just can't knowingly not pass along that information to you. Chamba, which one is good? Are you talking about this Chamba? The Ava? Oh man, this shit is fucking beautiful.
All right, next time if you do that movie, what's the name of the movie that you're gonna do the viewing?
The Last Dragon.
All right, I'm gonna bring a.
Or
bring
tell you what, you know what though? I tell you what, if I don't get a chance to do it with them, I'll do it with you, and I'll do it with them again. I don't give a fuck. I love that movie.
The Last Dragon. All right. How do you feel about and if this is outside of your what you can talk about, how do you feel about Mezco's like the resale market?
Oh, this is not. I can talk about that because that's how I personally feel. That's different. That doesn't reflect on the work that I do with them. You know what I mean?
All right.
So, I'm gonna be honest. First, let me answer Chamba's question. Chamba, I know you have the Metacom Real Action Heroes, but I fucking love this thing. Like, I didn't even get to any of the other accessories yet, and I'm just sitting here fucking with this. Yo, dude, the mouth open and everything. Like, I'm really hoping that they don't do like some crazy premium version of this because this is presented so fucking nicely. I'm sorry, Chamba. I had to do it.
F you.
Look, dude, look. Hold on. First of all, look. Not only can he touch his toes, I can gangster pose.
That's the Spidey chillin' pose.
Like, look, he can squat, dog. He can fucking squat, bro. All right, Chamba, I'm gonna stop. Oh no, but that shipping, dude. Oh, I forgot you. Oh man, I forgot where you are. Your shipping is gonna be so much money. The box is big though. The box is big as shit though.
Yeah, I'm just. So last week on the stream, I made a T-shirt with this running joke with me and Mario and those guys. Like when we enable each other to buy stuff, you're either being enabled or you're enabler. And I had the shirt that had both on it.
Does that make me Prince enabler?
Do you want to be the Prince? I think you're God tier enabler.
I like using my last name every now and then.
Okay, the Prince of Enabling. I did send a shirt to Darius that I didn't even give him an option. I didn't ask what he wanted. It just says enabler. I'm like, I'm sending it to you. What's your address? I didn't even give him an option.
That's my address, dude. You already sent it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's too bad there's like a snowstorm.
Yeah,
and the East Coast, so it kind of delayed it. It couldn't get there in time today, but I thought it would have been super hilarious. But you're actively enabling right now.
I mean, I don't want to do it to Chamba, but Chamba's the homie and he gets it. But at the same time, he's in Australia. Dude, shit, you know what? Chamba, when things work out, if you have to, you can ship it to me and I'll ship it to you because you're the homie. And I just don't want to, like, if you don't want to miss out on it, let me know. And okay, so back to the question of enabling. Here's my problem with the aftermarket on the Mezco stuff. I absolutely fucking hate that stuff. Like, it makes me feel bad. It makes me not want to review stuff because I want people to be able to get stuff. I really, you know what I mean? Like, I know people don't feel that way. Like, they don't think I feel that way. But that shit does piss me off. And a lot of times, I can't say anything because I'm the guy reviewing it early. So it looks really bad when I'm out here being like, oh, you know what? Fuck the scalpers. Because that's actively how I feel. I'll be like, fuck the scalpers. Because, dude, you know how frustrating it is to want to, to review something and then people be on my page talking about, why didn't you do this? Fuck that, blah, blah, blah. How could the secret drop? Bitch, I'm not in control of none of that. None of it. Like, and I don't think some people understand that because it's like, it's very difficult to review something and then take the blame for something that I didn't do or I have zero control over.
Yeah.
You know? It's just
these weapons look dope, man. So is Krieg going to be like the enemy of Baron Benz? I think
from what I know, Big is indeed. Wait, let me think about this. Yes, Krieg and Benz are enemies. What kind of enemies they are, I don't know.
I kind of passed on Baron Benz, so if I miss
You a
this
sucker.
Asia exclusive,
First of all,
I'm
you
cool.
a sucker for missing out on Benz. You a sucker.
I don't know. It didn't. I'm more mad that I thought I had Doc Nocturnal in the cart and I thought I checked out when I absolutely was distracted by something else. And then I'm sitting there confidently like, yeah, I got it. And I do not.
Why would you play yourself like that? At least you got White Skull, though.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. This guy's solid, man.
He's a super spy. And listen, before I even knew anything about White Skull, the first thing I said was he's a spy, and I love it, and I'm going wild with this.
Well, he's got the turtleneck like Archer.
Yes. See, people who watch Archer understood that reference.
You have to. It's the look.
It is like that was a whole vibe from that, and I was like, I'm 100% here for it. Eyes Collectibles, have a good one, man.
Is it eyes? I've been calling it AI.
Eyes. See, English being stupid, but that's eyes.
It's because it's just an Iverson fan. Paul Morales, what's going on, man? He says he's got to go. Thank you for coming out every week, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, good, man. I don't know who you are, but be good.
This guy is awesome. Do you think it's silly to use the gold Gomez as a custom kit bash?
Why? Why is that bad? I would totally, if I still had my extra gold Gomez, I would pop the White Skull on that, change the tie to a white tie, and then I would make him the 006 version of White Skull. That's what I would do.
The 006 version of White Skull.
Yeah. But these are kind of crazy ideas that I have all the time. All the fucking time.
Like when you say 006, you're not just arbitrarily picking another 00 assignment. Are you referencing Sean Bean specifically?
That too. But I don't know if you know the lore about James Bond and the assignment of 006, but historically speaking, 006 normally is the double agent. Almost in every James Bond movie.
Is there more than one 006?
No, 006 is the assignment to one agent. But we're talking about throughout the James Bond universe of movies and books.
Are you subscribed to the school that James Bond, the name, is also part of 007, and that's how he's able to change his face?
No,
and he's different throughout all these years?
I am not subscribed to that. I just think they constantly reboot it. But when you read any of the older literature that's attached to it,
I've read all the original books.
So you know what I mean? They make it seem that way, but in reality, it's sort of like this person wrote it in a timeline where they didn't know how far it was going to go in reality. You know?
Oh, for sure.
That's all it is. That's all it is. You just didn't know it was going to go that far.
How could he have predicted a 25 movie franchise with like however many decades? Ian Fleming.
Exactly. So, you know, my laptop is going to die, so we're going to have to cut this short soon, which sucks. But
hey, man, you need to go anytime. I'm good.
I'm going to give you 5 more minutes because I didn't realize it was 11 o'clock. I did not.
Let's wrap. See, that's the thing. We intended like a certain amount of time. We were just chilling, just talking about all this stuff, and you know the clock ran past. But is there some? Let's go through the chat real quick. If there's any specific questions that you can answer.
There was a question asked by the collector about storage, and to be honest, before I moved into this place years ago, I kept everything in closets. And my wife, then girlfriend at the time, was kind of mad because my stuff was indeed everywhere. But she didn't really get intrusive because she didn't live with me yet. But once she did move in,
get intrusive.
Hey, that's the word. But yeah, so she was like, yeah, you know, I just want you to know if I'm gonna move in, this shit got to go somewhere. So I learned to like. That's why I don't really display stuff, to be honest. It's more like when my friends come over, they know what shit is because everything is labeled. But when they used to come over, but the thing, like, you know, I don't really need to display things because one, I'm not one of those guys who's gonna leave it up in one post. I sit down and I play with myself. You've seen it the whole stream, sitting here goofing off with everything. So why am I gonna leave it pretty much posed in one spot? So I don't. Instead, I might put them away in the bin, let them rest, whatever, let them have their off time, and then when it's time to play, you get full tone play time. I do have stuff that is on permanent display because either I threw the boxes out or it's one of those things I always want to sit down and grab it off my shelf. But even I rotate those displays every month and a half.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me. I'm in like a double basement. So when I'm down here, I feel like I'm super removed from the family. So like I just maybe come down here once or twice a week to do this, and that's about it.
Well, yeah, if you have that, that's a different story. I feel like you definitely don't have to worry about anything that I do. Somebody asked what's my favorite water brand. It's weird because I like Essentia and I like Fiji, but lately,
Essentia.
Yeah. So lately, I've also been trying out because New York water is actually really good water in terms of where we stand. We're number 4 in terms of tap water. So lately,
Look at the research.
Yeah. So what I've been doing is that I actually take our tap water, I'll boil it, refrigerate it, filter it, and let it sit down cold. And that's what was in my cup. So that's actually been pretty good too.
Do you have like a whole station of water filtration?
No, it's just a nice Brita water filter after you've pretty much boiled the water. It's nothing crazy.
I think after seeing your stuff every morning, I know I don't drink enough water. So every time I drink a cup of coffee, I try to drink a full cup of water first while I'm there. I have to actively remember.
You should drink the water after the coffee so it could rush through your system a little better and clear out the coffee that may stay in your body.
Damn.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Well, yeah. If you have the water before, it will clean your system and your organs out a little better. But the coffee is going to give you the caffeine you need, but you want to wash out those other nutrients that you may not need. Like if you're going to put milk and sugar in your coffee, obviously, right?
I do not.
Oh, you just have coffee black? Then you might be okay. You're hardcore, man. I can't have coffee black. Tastes like nothing.
Tastes like
depression.
I just need it. What are you looking? Hopefully the quarantine ends and this COVID thing gets in control. What are you most looking forward to getting back to, if anything?
See my friends. I miss my friends, and I don't get to visit them at all anymore. There's no more traveling. There's no more just going over to see your friends. You can't really do that in New York because the way we travel is if you don't have a car, you travel by subway or public transit, and that puts you at risk. And I'm never going to put my friends at risk. So I haven't seen them in a very long time.
Do you miss conventions?
No, I hate conventions.
Oh shit.
I'm not joking. Like I like seeing all my friends at conventions, but I don't like the convention life. Anyone that's ever worked a convention would know that it's not fun.
Right.
You take a lot of solace in seeing your friends, the food, the adventure. But the working part?
Yeah.
Nah, you fucking hate it.
You end up missing all of it because if you're working.
You miss 90% of everything that happens at the convention.
Hopefully conventions, if they open up, if you come up to Toronto,
yeah,
it could be cool to check out. You assumably you wouldn't be working there.
Working, then I'll definitely do it. But that's the one thing. Like I'll go to conventions to see my friends, and then occasionally, like I'll be like, "Hey, I'm treating you to dinner because I only see you once or twice a year because of this now." Because we used to hang out a lot more, but that's not the case anymore. But when you work a convention, it's literally you at a booth working all fucking day, being there before it opens, being there after it closes, and then being exhausted because you sat at a booth for 15 hours. Meanwhile,
you don't want to have any part of it anymore.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everybody else gets to go have fun.
I worked at a convention once. It was cool. It's kind of like I used to work at an amusement park here. It kind of ruined the whole illusion for me. And at the end of my shift, it's not like, yay, roller coasters and funnel cakes. It's like, no, I just got on the bus and I want to go home and chill. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. See? Yeah, look at my big sword.
I'm gonna cap it off after this last comment from the homie Kirby Kai. He says, "What's your favorite Gomez?"
Gomez me.
Gomez. I have a question for you. What's the weirdest body that you've seen a Darius, the Amazing Head Sculpt, put on?
I got put on some mini shit earlier from one of my friends, William. I forgot what he put me on, but it was something so tiny and it was fucking hilarious. I think he like matched my head on some tiny mini fucking My Little Pony shit, and this shit made me laugh so hard. Like when it's your friends, it's funny. When it's a stranger, it's rude.
Weird. It's rude.
Rude.
Oh, this coat is
everybody that coat, but that coat is high fucking quality.
I dig it, man. Does it ever, when you look at a Gomez, does it ever seem crazy to you that this character that they made, their own IP, has such a huge following? Like an original, and you know what the thing is? It's like there's not that much backstory behind. Like I know there's a comic. I don't have any of the comics with any of the stuff. I know he's
Before
got like a
before you continue, Anav Frankie. It's not about his Hispanic name. Gomez extends, and I'm going to tell you this because I know it. Gomez extends from the actual person's name that owns the company being that his name. So it's very weird that you think that.
yeah, Mezco.
Yeah, exactly. As in Mez's company. Gomez is Mez going. That's kind of the play on the words.
Well, hopefully he takes that information and it changes his perspective.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to troll, but that I hope that he knows that now. Because on that note, he's like time for two amigos. So yeah, I think he's just a troll.
Man, I love these. Like there's no expression, but you can just, when you do your videos, you nail it with that extra neck articulation.
It's very important.
Like you get that kind of inquisitive look, or just any kind of nonverbal communication. Like I was trying to redo that scene from The Mandalorian the other day, where they both. I don't. Are you a Star Wars guy? Like a big.
I'm a casual Star Wars guy. I wouldn't say that I'm hardcore like everybody else.
Well, there's a scene where they look over at the stormtrooper who they shoot somebody, and then they look over at the stormtrooper who's at this point in his life where it's just like, okay, I'm about to get shot, but he's just wearing a helmet, so you can't see what his face is saying. He's holding a tray of food. But
But you,
when you're watching it in the episode, you like the tension is there. You can feel it, you can see it, and he's just like just the slightest tilt of his head. And I was trying to recreate that scene with a Black series, and I'm just like, how am I, like, I really have to focus on what I'm doing there with his head positioning in order to relay that the tension in that scene.
yeah, it's one of those things where I tell people subtle posing does a lot. It's not one of those like tilting the head ever so gently, mannerisms, all of that stuff matters when you're posing. It captures you as a person. Here's a great example, right? And I use this when I explain stuff to people. Clark Kent and Superman seem like two different people, not just because they look alike. The mannerisms, slouching
Yeah,
your table, you know,
the
showing
bumbling idiot.
not just the bumbling idiot, because Clark wasn't an idiot. He was clumsy, but he wasn't an idiot.
Okay, yeah, sorry, like the aloof kind of
Yeah,
goofy,
exactly.
knocking things over kind of thing.
So it's one of those things where you slouch the shoulders, you have your eyes more lower, you're wearing your glasses, you're changing your hair, your posture. Nobody can think you're a different person if you act a certain way, you respond a certain way. You don't have that bass in your voice, your chest poking out like Superman does.
Yeah.
Superman speaks, you listen. When Clark Kent speaks, you kind of just go about your business. And that's the kind that it shows you what's going on.
He's just a non-memorable person that you've encountered.
But that's the point. You blend in the background so nobody notices the things between you and Superman that are alike.
Oh, I forgot the goggles were here too.
Yeah.
Anav did reply, he said, it's not weird at all. I've been called Gomez, Pablo, Roach, all that type. I also find it weird Mr. Mez has no Hispanic characters represented in his figure line. I mean, it's not his job to, I don't know. Does he need to have?
It's not. It's not.
I mean, he's just making toys that he likes.
It's true. But it's also one of those things where, I mean, why don't you take that up with the company instead of trolling us? Again, I say these things all the time. It's weird that you said that something offended you, but you're bringing it to me as opposed to bringing it to Mezco.
You know what? I love Gomez as a character, the character design. I never thought of it as a representation thing or a Hispanic whatever thing, but maybe because I'm not in those shoes. But that's just me. Are you still there? Oh, the laptop battery. I think Darius's laptop died because we forgot there was a 5-minute cap. Oh man. I'm gonna message him real quick. No, man, it's cool. I understand. Like, well, like I said, I'm not in that position, but that's definitely if you feel that way. Um, so yes, laptop battery dead. D amazing. If you're catching this later, you're gonna rewatch it later. Thank you very much for being on. Do everyone, how cool was he? You guys all, I'm sure you guys, a lot of you guys watch his reviews, watch a lot of his content, follow him on Instagram. So I'm super grateful that he took the time out to talk with me and open some toys here, answer questions for everybody. Originally, we were gonna do like not this much talking at all, but he was like, "Oh, if you stay on it, the vibes are good. We're gonna keep talking. We're gonna keep chatting." We ended up doing almost 2.5 hours. So I'm super grateful to Darius for coming on. Guys, please, he's not gonna say it, so go follow him on YouTube. Sometimes you don't even know you're not following that person. You may watch their videos all the time. You look down, oh shoot, I'm not even subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed there. I want to thank everybody who is coming out watching this. If you're new here, you came over here because of D Amazing. Appreciate you for watching. I do this every week because I've got way too much stuff. So I'm going to open toys. I'm trying to have a guest on every week. Somebody who I'm friends with in the community. We talk about toys. Oh, look. Buenos dias.
Buenos, I'm back. So
I started doing like a wrap up.
no, it's weird. I saw you doing a wrap up, but it's weird because my laptop like cut out because it died. So
Yeah, I figured your battery was gone.
yeah. But before we go, Nav, it's not your fault. Again, I want to point that out. But it's one of those things where it's like when you bring it up to people like me, all I can do is tell you my side of it. So I'm not even mad at you or anything. But it's weird because, like I said, I just read the comment where you said you've taken it up with them. So I can't even knock you for it because you've done your part. And that's the important thing. So I'm glad you did. But that's not the case here. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to read all this other stuff.
Press 1 if you end up buying something as a result of this show.
Have you?
I was making a joke how I would have Ami open in the next tab while we were doing all this, but I don't think my computer could handle that.
No, I mean, I don't think there's anything I've made anyone order here. I think it's going to be once I take photos. That's probably what's going to get people.
I think Chamba's going to order something.
Chamba's going to order this Ava, and I'm sorry in advance. I'm just going to let you know that right now.
Well, when you were getting your charger or whatnot, I was giving you a very heartfelt and grateful thank you for coming on.
Well,
do you want to keep... We're going to
wrap? Like I said, we can wrap now, but...
Yeah.
He didn't order the Ava. All right, cool. Good. All right, winner.
Mario did.
But yeah, Mario did, though.
Mario is back into the Gomez game. Wait, did someone say it's at 100 likes? Are we there?
I guess. I'm financially ruined, says the figure report. But yeah, I love this Ava. The lightsaber.
Okay, Kirby Kai says I'm at 100 likes. There's still 83 people watching. I'll be happy to show everybody. Do you want to know who I have next week?
Yeah, let's bring it. How do I see it?
So this is super cool. I'm gonna take you off real quick because I did have a graphic for it.
Well,
so
be that way.
I'll bring you back. So this is super exciting for me. Like what you do, you review toys for something that you like. This guest that I have for next week that I have planned, it's been in works for a little bit. I'm personally very excited to sit. Sorry, can you guys still hear me? Yeah, he was in A Star War. He is on another show called Kim's Convenience.
Oh, really?
He is a toy collector. He's a big geek. He does cosplay.
I know who this is.
Damn, how do I share this without...
If you got to take me away, go ahead, dog.
So next week, February 11th, I will be having, from Star Wars, Carson Teva, Is it no sound? How about now? Oh, so when I show that, when I change the banner, it kind of, that's super annoying. So yes, if you saw the graphic, that is Paul Sun-Young Lee from The Mandalorian, Carson Teva. I'm sure you guys have seen. If not, he is from a popular TV series called Kim's Convenience from Canada here. It's also on Netflix. Hilarious show. You guys got to check it out. You watch it?
Yeah, I actually started watching it because of you.
Oh, no way. What did I do?
Dude, so his was crazy, right? You showed him popping up in Star Wars, which made me Google stuff that he was in. And then you posted that the show he was in. And then I went and I started watching the show. See?
That is amazing.
It's important stuff.
And so he's a toy collector, right? He's got stuff to open, and I don't even care that it's on the channel or whatever. I want to share it with everyone. But the fact that I get to sit down and talk to somebody who is in Star Wars, it's not like me meeting Mark Hamill at a Star Wars Celebration and saying, "Hey, Mr. Hamill, I love you." This and that. Like we're gonna be just like me and Darius are right now. We're just gonna be chatting, talking about. So I hope everyone can hear it now.
Man, like I'm glad he's coming on. That stuff is important.
Let me see. Here we go. Jeez, that took forever.
Yo, this fucking Ava, yo. God damn.
Whew, there we go. All right, so now that everyone can hear me again, I know I started talking and
touch the floor. Touch the floor, yo. Don't mind me. I'm just being a jerk.
The figure report was also in Star Wars as an extra. I think that's super cool.
Was he? Oh, man, that's dope.
I don't know. I'm going to take his word for it.
Oh, Champa, I'm sorry. Like, I literally opened this, and this is usually why I save stuff for reviews, because I feel like a jerk showing this off to you guys. I really do. Because, like, look at this. This posing is dope as hell. Like, too bad I don't have any sort of diorama that's gonna work for this, like, at all. Like, I don't.
Oh yeah, that's true. What do you guys think of this graphic, though? I'm thinking of using this for the thumbnail, because I'm hoping people who don't watch this, who aren't hardcore toy collectors, but they'll see it and they'll still kind of pick up on some interest in watching the stream. But yes. I hope you guys are. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying you should use that. Use that graphic.
Dope. If you guys are as excited as I am, I'm super excited for this. That's why just like week after week, this is gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss this. But there's always the replay. But please share it. Make sure everybody knows this transcends just toys. This is just a cool guy who's part of our community, collects toys, and I can't wait to speak with him.
I'm super excited. I can't wait to tune in.
Feel free to spam the comments.
You can do a 3-point stance. And this is somebody asked. This is the Dyna Action one. This is the Dyna Action Ava 01. They just announced the Ultraman, and I can't wait because I'm gonna pre-order the fuck out of that. So yeah, this Dyna Action's amazing. Look at this. And it's all
superhero landing.
Yep. But he actually does do the superhero landing before it was cool. I can't front. Ava did it. Before Iron Man did it in 2008, they did it. Yeah. When Ultraman goes up for pre-order, I'm 100% ordering Ultraman. This has solidified that the Dyna Action line is going to survive as long as I know that I'm going to keep paying for it, because this is worth. I can honestly say that this is worth the money. You pay $200 and you get, in my opinion, in terms of articulation, I haven't even touched anything else. You get the $200 worth of it and just what it can do. I'm really hoping the Ultraman is just as good as this.
I'm still in awe of the size of this figure.
Yeah, I had him holding tiny Ichigo. It was hilarious.
Is Old Boy planning on selling Ichigo head sculpts? Have you signed off on the licensing, or is that a one-off?
But it seems like everybody wants it, so we're gonna have to retalk that.
It looks really good on these kit bashes that you're doing.
Oh no, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm just very protective of both myself and my cats.
Oh, true.
But it seems like everybody seems to want it, so why not, right? I'll
Do you have
probably
any?
offer it in a Riley color where it's all black.
Oh, look at
The-
you! You doing Mezco variant style, Asia exclusive?
No.
I'll be so mad. I'll be so mad. Be like, how am I not getting this?
Yeah. So yeah, I am going to. Yes, the Dyna Action one, but I'm going to retalk it over with Old Boy, and if Old Boy really wants to do it, then I will offer it to other people. So, yeah.
Dope. Yeah, I would be interested in that for sure.
It seems like everybody is. That's why I'm even revisiting it. So I thought it was gonna be one of those things where it's like, I'll just take pictures of it and I'll be happy with it. But it seems like everybody kind of wants to go nuts with it. Oh, and Chamba, by the way, my shipping wasn't cheap either. Shipping definitely adds on a crazy price. So I waited for the domestic release for my place in the US to get it, and it was a lot cheaper. But if you are shipping like overseas, your shipping is going to be over $100 easily.
I think the fact that this is still in conversation, there's a possibility he's getting this.
Nah, he said he's not. He's not. But if I can help him get it, I will. Did I buy any of the Kitten Arsenal from BBTS? No. I'm trying to stick to certain things right now. There's a lot coming up for pre-orders for me. Like in February alone, there are 2 different Cougars coming out, and I need to have those. I have to. So
Someone mentioned earlier, what was it, Christopher Reeve's Superman? Well,
yeah,
even CJ told me he's getting a payment request or shipping notice.
Yeah, we all got that email today, so it's gonna get crazy.
I'm just waiting on Keaton Batman.
Yeah, that's later, I believe. I believe they pushed that back.
It says February to April now.
Oh, then yeah, it is what it is. I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't even mind stuff being late because I'm too broke anyway. So
yeah, all of the Mafex. Oh, another thing, Mafex or Mafex? You go Mafex.
As told by my Japanese friends, Mafex.
Like I know a lot of those pre-orders are hitting.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm broke now. No, seriously, like 2 Supermen, 2 P2B Parker, and one Black Manta with another one on the way. That's already 6 figures right there.
Damn.
Now, if they had all dropped on the time that they were supposed to, I wouldn't have to spend all that money.
Ah.
But again, you not like you can cancel with Ami because then they'd be like, "Yo, we banning you. Goodbye."
Have you? I know there's definitely a whole process with canceling with Ami. You know, like
it works, but you have to do it before you get your payment request.
I love this gun that he comes with.
Yeah, that little Ruger. Do I have Kamen Rider Liango? Yes, I own all of the Blade Kamen Riders.
Should I watch Kamen Rider before Power Rangers?
They do not intersect as much as you think they do, unless you get to the superhero Tyson stuff. Then I will guide you through that.
Well, in the sense of like, what's the better use of my time?
I 100% think that Kamen Rider is, but if you are a Power Rangers guy, it's gonna be
All right, I'll probably stick with
Power Rangers. It's Mafex. It shouldn't even be in a discussion. That's where you're wrong because you are wrong. No, seriously.
When they type it in Japanese, it's like Mafexu or something, right?
It's Mafexu. But it's crazy how many people are telling me I'm saying it wrong. And it's like, guys, if a Japanese person is telling me that I'm saying it wrong, you should probably listen to the Japanese person. Like, remember that early in the conversation? I was like, oh, speak English. We're in America. That shit does not apply here. It's a Japanese company with a Japanese name. Deal with it.
Medicom. Mafexu. Yeah, go tell Adam. Go tell Mr. VW. He's always on my case.
No, I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's like when you want somebody to say your name right, just respect that it's just that's the way you have to say it.
Mafex is so American. Well, you know what? I think we've passed that 5-minute mark much longer, and I don't want to keep you any longer. As much fun as I am having with this, and I'm sure everyone is too.
Oh yeah.
But I did drink a lot of water, so it's time to empty the tank.
Yeah, same here. Shout out to my laptop for dying in the middle of this, even though I fully fucking charged it. But I guess when you stream it like this, it'd be like, fuck you. So yeah.
It was 2 hours. But yo, thank you very much for everyone in the stream. Thank you for all the amazing fans who came through here, and hope you guys had a good time. Darius, thank you very much for your time. I know you're super busy. You're just posing right now. We'll take screenshots of all of those later.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pose them like JoJo pose.
Do you ever do these poses yourself before you pose a figure?
Yeah,
Where you're just like,
there's tons of them I do myself. Where it's like so there's certain punching poses where you want to make sure you get the movement right. So yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you very much, guys. Remember, next week, big show. Okay, a Star Wars person. We're gonna open toys. More toys coming. We're gonna do a giveaway. I am on Instagram, instagram.com/toyingaround. YouTube here. Mr. Amazing. Where can people reach you? What have you got going on?
Nah, don't follow me. Go ahead. Go about your business.
Okay. Do not heed his advice. All of his social media links are in the description below. So if there's ever any doubt, he's shaking his head. But please. And anything else?
No, man. I just want to make sure everybody's, the usual. Be good, do good. Drink your water.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was waiting for. Awesome showmanship. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Happy Thursday, and keep toying around. Peace.